Hello everyone, welcome on my channel. I'm coming back today as always with a monthly reading for all of the zodiac signs for the month of February this time. I know I've been long for a couple of months, let's say, but I'm coming back today and I hope you will enjoy today's reading. It will be a short, rather clarity bringing reading for this month for you. So all of the timestamps will be down below in the description or in the comments, so you can just jump right through it and to your zodiac sign. Depending on what you resonate with, it will be either your sun, moon and rising, but I recommend you choosing just your sun or moon sign, or both, depending what resonates with you more at this time. So I would like to proceed and let's move on to Aries first. Hi Aries, welcome in your monthly reading. For the month of February, we will start with some Rider-Waite Tarot for general energy of what's going on in your life. So let's get started. Okay. Aries, what's going on in February? What has been going on? What's the general energy? What will still be happening? What's the general energy for February for Aries? Okay, and we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, it feels like you're investing your money in this month, or you're investing more into the more of like a material stuff. So maybe you're investing your money into equipment, into business, into anything that is really some certain kind of investigation for you. It doesn't even have to be something that will bring you in results. It might be some kind of charity. Is just you basically being kind of in power of your money and being able to manage it as you wish. Okay, let's see what else. What is going on for February for Aries? For my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, what's going on for Aries in the month of February? We have the Star reversed. Okay, it feels like there's certain I wouldn't say more negative way, but there's a certain lack of hope, but I wouldn't say it's generally in a very negative sense or anything like this. It's more like you're you don't know what exactly to hope for. It's more like this way. I'm getting here a certain indecision about something. You don't know if you should put effort into something, if you should invest into something or not. Mostly hope wise, you don't know if you should hope for something to happen or to occur, or certain kind of results of some kind. But either way, there just seems to be a kind of indecision, a kind of lack of hope into something, or rather you don't know what to expect and you don't want to get too hopeful about it. What else is there for Aries in this month? Okay, and we have the Six of Wands reversed. Okay, I'm getting here Aries like type of a vibe of you don't know if you are at the loss or at the gain, more like. So I feel it might be related to that investigation you're making in this month. You basically don't know what you're supposed to expect. You don't know if it is a win or loss for you. It's very unknown at this point of time. It seems like there might be a lot of delay, or a lot of like things not really working out exactly as you're supposed to, but I wouldn't say it's like set in stone at the moment. So it's not like it's not gonna bring you anything and period. No, it's more like it's fluctuating in many ways. Let me bring you some clarity with this Deviant Moon Tarot deck. We will see what's kind of going underneath, maybe psychologically for you. So we'll do a little small analysis. And we have the Moon reversed. Yeah, I feel like in this case it's not that I feel like you're kind of like getting too much into your own delusion in some way. Like there's some kind of energy going on with you, kind of stressing yourself out in your mind, because there's nothing at the moment from outside circumstances that would be telling you to worry, and I feel like you're getting too much into your mind and kind of getting into your own worries and delusions way too much, to the point where it's kind of like controlling your mind, where actually in reality it is very unknown. It's fluctuating. It's not something that you know, I just get the feeling that something kind of goes down and you're like, oh no, no, this is not gonna work out. What did I do? Why did I invest in this? But actually it's unknown, okay? You just cannot know. So I feel like you're kind of unnecessary getting yourself stressed and worried, you know, over something that is not actually set in stone yet. What is the next going on for Aries in the February? Okay, and we have the Seven of Cups. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting here a lot of kind of like delusion in many ways. It's like delusion in more negative way, but also delusion in more like fantasy way, you know, like there's too much of a spectrum going on. Oh, I'm winning or I'm losing. It's either good or either bad, you know. I feel like you're kind of being very unbalanced in this way, you know. There's too much going on. I feel like you're either very hopeful and very like, oh yeah, it's gonna work out, or no, it's not gonna work out, what they do, blah blah blah. So that's not kind of the mindset we're looking for. But again, I don't feel like you're seeing the reality for what it is. This card is a perfect description of what's going on here. Like you see, he is trying to draw those cups, right? But the image, sorry, let me show you. The image is like completely different from what is the reality, right? So it's kind of like you're you're kind of changing the reality of things. You're deforming how reality actually is, you know. It's like the perfect color for you know, showing that you're kind of making things up in a way, you know, or you're kind of deforming them, or you're seeing them not for what they are in reality, okay? So that is like the most crucial thing here going on for you in February, Aries. Like you're making things in your head look like not the way they actually are, okay? So what I would advise you is to actually look at things how they are realistically, and not to what you're, you know, creating in your head about it. Because reality here is way different from what you are seeing right now. And with this moon reverse, I'm getting here that there is a lot of like a kind of delusion going on, and you're kind of like you know, playing with yourself by making up those things. We have King of Wands. Okay, there's definitely some kind of inspiration, action going on. I feel like there's a lot of like this intention of putting in action into something. But as I said, once again, it's like you don't know what to put action into. But that's because you have this unrealistic view of reality, okay? You have to be kind of more realistic to know what to act on first. Let me give you a card of advice, so you know what to do or what to focus on, okay? Aries. And we have balance. Yeah, that is a perfect advice for you, Aries. You need some balance. You need to chill out a little. There's too much fluctuation going on in your mind, good, bad, blah blah blah, you know, delusion, not seeing reality for what it is. You know what I would advise you is to basically take reality for what it is, without changing it, without, you know, making up hopes, without, you know, getting too impulsive on things. Especially just chill out, okay? That's my advice for you, Aries. Straight up chill out, okay? There's nothing going on here that would either tell you that it was a good or bad decision, you know. Just make sure you're managing your finances correctly this month, and just don't make reality something it simply isn't, okay? And focus more on action, actual action, rather than actual focus more on action rather than thinking, okay? That's my advice for you, Aries, okay? So that was the simple message I had for you. I hope it brought you some clarity, and I hope it was helpful. I feel like it was general enough to help you manage in this month, where management is very important for you this time, not only with money or material stuff, but also with your actions and time. Okay, so try to take this advice, generally speaking, to everything that you're doing right now in your life. Don't get too much in your head, don't don't pull your strings on purpose, or not on purpose, but I feel like, yeah, there might be a lot of delays with things, but I would just say don't treat it as a reason to lose hope, or be negative about it. Okay, don't pull your own strings. Okay, don't get on your own nerves. And yeah, definitely seeing reality for what this is very important for you this month. So as I said, keep balance. Okay, keep balance. So thank you so much for watching, Aries, and let's move on to the next zodiac sign. Hi Gemini. Okay, we're going with Gemini. Hi Gemini. Let's see what's going on for you in this month. We will see what's the general energy for this month going on now, and what will be going on, and what did happen already. Okay, so Gemini for February. Okay, we have already one card. We have the Ace of Cups. Okay, and we also have Moon Reverse. Okay, Gemini, some feelings-oriented stuff going on here. Okay, let's focus on that. It doesn't have to be love-wise. It can just be about also friendships, family, inspirations. Maybe you're inspired to do something. But generally, it's about your emotions. And here I'm seeing you being closed off and not willing to open up yet. Why? Because things are unknown. Okay, you don't know what's going on, you don't know what's gonna happen, so therefore you cannot really open up for it yet. Okay, one more card for Gemini for February. Okay, and we have a page of wands. Okay, reversed. Again, lack of courage, being undecisive. Okay, there's a lot of fog going on. You don't know what to expect, what's going on. Very unknown, but also I'm getting that it's not actually because of some outside circumstances per se, but it's also about you being kind of undecisive. And also I'm getting a lot of indecisiveness plus lack of courage, maybe some fears, pessimism, a lot of this kind of like inner fears. Okay, Gemini, so maybe I would look into that. Okay, what is this going on inside of you? What's stopping you? Because I'm getting a feeling it's not about outside circumstances per se. It's also about you feeling something and then being closed off. Okay, so I'm getting that some of you maybe, for example, excusing this undecisiveness by outside circumstances, but actually there's a lot of also fear going on within you. Okay, there's sort of like a what if, and pessimist type of thinking here. Okay. But yeah, generally very kind of unclear situation. Okay, but as I'm getting with this Moon Reverse here, that you're kind of not listening to your intuition at this time, and you're kind of like more into your how to call it, ideas type of zone, where you're kind of trusting your what if too much, instead of actually listening to your intuition. But so what I could advise you is to actually have balls, like look within yourself, face whatever is going on here. Okay, because excusing it with outside circumstances will not make it disappear. Okay, for some of you, of course, not all of you, but that's my advice to some of you, definitely. This result of closing off, avoiding, I would say also. So I would say that's for some of you also a you problem. If I could say that. Anyway, let me pull out some cards from this deck, which is basically will be more of like, or we'll look into what's going on inside of you, what's going on behind all of this within you. Okay, and we have 5 of Cups reversed and 6 of Cups reversed. All right. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of like trauma energy. Okay, that's maybe what this fear and lack of courage and indecisiveness is coming from. I feel like some of you might be holding yourself back from acting on certain emotions right now, because you're scared of losing something, you're scared of certain disappointment, and also some of you have here like a real attachment to something, and this attachment is also what is causing this unknown and this indecisiveness. Okay, so I'm getting some of you might be having here like a very unhealthy attachments to something, and this is something you have to work on. Okay, I don't know what it is, it's personal to each one of you, so I cannot tell you what it is specifically for you, but I'm pretty sure you know what I'm talking about. Either way, this whole indecisiveness, closing off type of thing going on here with you, that you cannot you don't want to open up for certain feelings or inspirations, is exactly because you're scared of losing something, or you're traumatized by past relationships, past friendships, past whatever it is really. So I would honestly advise you to work on that, because this is not looking like something healthy to me. This looks like something to be resolved. Okay, this looks to me like certain trauma. It might not be it might be either a past trauma, or it might be even a recent one, and that's why you're feeling closed off at the moment, because there was something going down basically lately, kind of like a tower moment. But basically, yeah, a lot of pessimism, a lot of kind of like what if I lose, what if it doesn't go right, blah blah blah. A lot of attachment to something. I don't know what it is, but this attachment hits me strong here. Something about, I'm getting certain type of comfort zone, okay? Because this is related to like childhood, and this tells me a lot, Gemini, here for you, to your comfort zone, okay? I'm getting here a comfort zone. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone. You don't want things to go bad. You don't know, or you're traumatized by things going bad before. So you're scared of opening up, but okay, this is not a good mindset. Okay, we have to work on that. Definitely don't let it sit like this, and don't let it consume you. Let's say, okay. That's why I'm getting all this pessimism here, and this lack of courage and decisiveness. And as I was saying, this seems like a you problem to me here. Okay. Let's get one more card for Gemini. Well, what's going on with you? Okay, okay. We're getting 8 of Pentacles. Okay. It seems to me that some part of you wants to work on it. You want to put energy into it, but you're scared. Okay, so you want to act on it. There is a certain force going on where you want to open up, or you want to express those feelings. As I'm getting here like a buildup of energy, so some of you Gemini might be really feeling like a buildup of emotions or energy within yourself, and that might be forcing you to open up and express those emotions. But as I'm saying, that's why it has to be resolved, because those are the things that are holding you back, as those traumas and fears and etc etc. But you cannot truly avoid it at the end of the day, because you have this buildup of emotions which forces you to reflect on the things that block you in the first place. Okay, so that's something you have to work on. Okay, this is kind of like inner work, shadow work type of thing going on here, and it has to be honestly looked at. So moving on, I will pull out a card of advice, kind of like, what should you focus on this month to maybe, improve this situation with what's going on, and what can help you in this. So Gemini in February, okay? What's going on? What is the advice for you? What you should focus on, most importantly. Okay. And we got kindred spirits. Okay. Okay, with this kindred spirits, I'm getting here that this situation might be between friends, group of friends, anything like this, or relationships. Okay. I don't remember what this card was talking about specifically, so I'm gonna read you from the book about it, because this book has very beautiful descriptions for the cards. So we will see how it goes. Okay, here we have kindred spirits. By selecting this card, you are reminded of a gift of kindred spirits. It might be affirming an existing relationship, prompting you to look differently at ongoing one. Or it could be the universe preparing you to expand your horizon in readiness for new meeting. Be aware of this energy at work and contemplate in relevance to your present situation. So again, it talks to me about openness. Okay, we need to deal with this thing that is holding you on, holding you back from opening up. Okay, because there are certain relationships in your life that are either, you know, coming in, new ones, or there is something existing already that maybe you had a bad experience with. But either way, what this tells me is the only way I can really guide you in this reading, Gemini, is basically by telling you, you know what, you gotta open up. Don't bring yourself into this cycle of closing off, because this is bringing you literally nowhere. This is literally your traumas and fear stalking through you. So just so you know, you're not supposed to be closing off right now. You're not supposed to be ignoring it, or you know, living in your fears. This is the time to open up. Okay, this is the time to whatever it is you're closing off yourself from. You have to, you know, take a step into the relationships you have with someone. If you're a friendship, relationship, you know, romantic, platonic, doesn't matter. Whatever it is going here that has to do with relationships with others and blah 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 blah, you know, it's time to open up. It's time to face these things going on within yourself. Okay, this is not looking right now like something you should delve into deeper. It's something you should kind of like reflect and heal within yourself. Okay, so no, it's not the time to push the person away, because I see you have a lot of indecisiveness right now here about this. But no, it's not the time to push this relationship away. It's not the time to distance yourself. It's not the time to close yourself. It's the complete opposite, okay? It's the time to look at why you're distancing yourself, why you're wanting to close off, and move past it, you know, heal it somehow, and reflect on it, most importantly, work on it, okay? I'm getting here like a big feeling that it's time for you to heal, to do some shadow work, to heal within yourself. It's some kind of like trauma healing moment for you, okay? So that's how I can guide you within that, and there's nothing more I can do for you. But yeah, definitely time to work on this. Put some work into inner work, okay? I don't know why, but I'm getting with this card a very deep, subconscious, higher self type of work you have to do here, okay? Not in a fancy spiritual way, but in like this, you know, breaking through traumas type of thing. It might be hard, but you know, it has to be done. Either way, Gemini, I will not ramble more. I hope it cleared up stuff for you, your life at the moment, and I hope it can guide you in a better direction at the moment, more clear direction. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, if it was helpful, and try to apply this advice to everything you're going through in this month. It might be with those relationships I was talking about friendships, but also like the communication, connection you have with people, to your personality, to your behavior in this month. It can be about many things. Okay, it doesn't have to be as specific as relationships and friendships. It can literally be anything. This is the general energy for this month, Gemini. Try to see how this applies in your daily life basis in this month, to energy, to things that are going on, okay? But basically it's all about looking and observing this closed off energy that is here in your chest in this month, okay? This closed off, this, oh, I have to back off, oh, I have to, you know, be alone now, oh, I have to, you know, take myself to myself and close off, you know, or this undecisiveness, you know. I feel like there is certain part of your intuition and openness fighting with this, oh, I don't know, you know. And there is a very important aspect of your comfort zone going in here, okay? We have to break through that comfort zone going on here. I wish I could talk more, but you know, if you watch my videos, you know I could talk for hours and you know, make like a 40-minute reading about it. But today I leave you with just a couple of words that you might have to reflect upon yourself. So again, thank you very much, Gemini, and let me know what you think in the comments down below, and let's move on to the next time. Bye bye. Hi Taurus, welcome in your monthly reading for the month of February. Let's see what's going on for you this month. Let's see what's the energy, what happened, what is happening, and what will happen this month. So February for Taurus, what's the energy? Okay, and we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. Okay, that tells me about some kind of material incompletion, some kind of delay, something going on with your family or material stuff, you know, something not or house also, just something not exactly coming into completion, Taurus. Okay, what else is going on this month? Okay, and we have the World reversed again, a lack of completion. Okay, I feel like you have okay, there's something right now going on with your life. It might be family, house, finances, job, something like big, you know, related especially to family and material stuff. But there's something that just didn't work out for you, okay? It might be about, you know, for example, you didn't get this apartment you were looking to, you know, rent out, or you know, your family, you know, didn't complete something, isn't completed in some way, you know. Something just didn't come to fruition as well as you planned, and I feel like this is forcing you to kind of reflect on yourself and what you want in life. Okay, not necessarily it has to be directly correlated, but I feel like this kind of forces you to that. But it forces you to also this type of stagnation. I feel like before, because it didn't work out, you kind of feel blocked. Okay, Taurus. So there's a lot of like this pause going on. Okay, it's kind of like you feel like, hey, what's going on? What am I supposed to do about myself now? Okay, this type of feeling, you know, like what do I do now? Like this big block of stagnation on you, and you're like, what am I supposed to do now? Okay, like what now? Okay, and I feel like because this thing didn't come to fruition at the moment, it kind of forces you to think about, you know, what do you do now? What do you actually want? You know. It doesn't have to be also about completing. It might also be that something ended for you, okay, materialistically wise or family wise, you know, something just like unexpectedly, you know, came to the end, and you're like, now, you know, what do I do now? You know, like type of like who I am and what I want type of moment, you know, like who am I, you know, what am I doing here, what am I doing with my life type of moment. Okay, very strongly something like this existential crisis here, Taurus. Five of Cups reversed. Okay, definitely a lot of like sorry, I'm laughing. It's just like looking at this energy for me. It's like a little story going on, you know, and it's very fun to read that story and come to like little details about it. And how it really makes sense at the end. But with this Five of Cups reverse, I'm getting here that this change or this ending or something not coming to a fruition really makes you upset. Okay, it's like you know, like how much did I lose? Okay, and I feel like you're not necessarily seeing this thing as some kind of change, a new beginning in your life, but rather as something that was lost. Okay, because I feel like so much of your not only hopes and fantasy, but also so much of your identity was kind of like attached to this thing that ended or didn't come to a completion. Okay, so there's so much disappointment coming with it that you don't see what you're gaining through that not coming. Okay, and you might not know that, but I'm getting a feeling that for some of you, this only symbolizes something in the matter of, you know, like sometimes for spiritual side say, oh, you didn't get it because your universe have something better for you. So I'm getting like this type of vibe for some of you. Okay, like you know, that's why it's funny to me. Okay, because I'm seeing you being like, oh, it didn't, you know, come true, blah blah blah, and crying about it and being disappointed. But what you don't see is that there's something better coming from you. Okay, of course, I'm not gonna be a spiritual guru here and telling you, oh, you know, something better is coming for you, don't worry. But what I'm saying is that I intuitively sense this vibe for some of you here, okay? That's what I'm getting. That's why I'm getting the funny vibe, okay? Because here you're like crying while actually you're gaining something way more valuable from here. And it doesn't have to be, you know, like something better in sense of materially something better coming from you, but it's more like value-wise. You're getting more growth, more variety into your life right now. Some kind of change that will cause you to think, to have more awareness. You know, there is just something going on, and it's so big that I'm actually getting shivers right now, like this overwhelming energy, you know. And as an empath, I'm getting like I can empathize with it, and the fact that I'm getting now a lot of energy while talking about it means to me that there's something big there, okay? There's a certain gain coming to you, okay? And it might not at the beginning seem positive, but you know, few months down the road, few weeks, some of you might notice that it was actually for better, you know. Either way, coming back to the general energy, as I said, it just feels like you're at lost, you know, stagnant energy. You don't know what to do, you know, having existential crisis and stuff like that. But yeah, it just seems like all of your hopes went down the drain, basically. Okay, like it was supposed to be this and that, and suddenly you have nothing. Okay, and you're left with nothing, and then you're like, what now? Like I was supposed to do this and that. I was supposed to be this and that. I was supposed to have this and that. And now what? I have nothing. I was left with nothing. Like, you know, like, what's up with my life? Okay, like, what's going on here? But yeah, as I'm saying, like, you know, like, this kind of basically means that you're not seeing the positives in your life at the moment. And I feel like that's my advice for you, okay, Taurus? Maybe it's time to focus more on the positives, okay? Maybe notice that there's still 2 cups standing behind you while you're crying about the other 3 that fell, okay? But yeah, generally I'm getting a lot of identity crisis here, so just have an awareness of that, and then don't go cutting your hair at 3 a.m. Because you're having a mental breakdown because of that, and stuff like that. But yeah, moving on, let's see what's kind of like underneath this. This deck is great for underneath reasoning, so let's use this, okay? And let's see what's going on within you, okay? Maybe you're not seeing what's going on within you right now, okay? So let's see. I'm pretty sure there's something going on. So what's like the psychology behind it, okay? What's psychologically going on within you, Taurus? What is going on underneath all of that? Okay. What's the juice in it, okay? What's the juice underneath for Taurus in February? What is going on? What's going on? Okay. Finally. Again, if some of you are Aries, you should check out the Aries reading because the same card came up. So we have 7 of Cups, okay? So again, this card symbolizes you basically not seeing reality for what it is, okay? But this time, this is a little different than Aries. I'm getting completely different energy here. That's what's funny about cards readings, is that you're channeling from cards, not what the card is, you know, supposedly about. So Taurus, I'm just saying that you kind of had a certain vision, okay? With this thing that didn't work out, there was a certain vision, okay? And let's not lie to yourselves. You had certain hopes, you had certain fantasies, but what I want you to understand, Taurus, is that this vision you had, this thing you were planning out, it was heavily idealized, okay? It was not the reality of things. This thing that you think you lost, you didn't actually lose, because it wouldn't be the way you imagined it, okay? You only feel the lost because you had certain hopes about it, okay? You had certain vision about it. You had certain fantasy about it, you know, a certain ideal, but the reality is way different. So you're actually not losing anything. You didn't lose anything. The only attachment you had towards this thing was your fantasy and your idea of it. So straight up, Taurus, you were idealizing it, this thing, and it doesn't actually have much to do with reality or what would happen actually, okay? So Straight up, you didn't lose anything. It was just an ideal, okay? Which is very smart. It's always so surprising for me how smart the cards are. It's like I'm being psychologist without even having license. I'm just reading and suddenly I'm like, oh wow, this is so smart advice. This is such a smart interpretation, you know? Like this is like very specific and smart, okay? Like I'm impressed always by cards. But yeah, that's basically was your idea of it, not what actually was going to happen, okay? So maybe it's time to let go of those ideals and see the reality for what it was, okay? Maybe you wanted an apartment, but you didn't, you know, you were imagining stuff. You were imagining, oh, I'm gonna put plans there, and I'm gonna live in that city, and I'm gonna go find a club there, and meet a guy in this club, and then have a family, and I'm gonna get the dog, and it's gonna be sunny there, and you imagine yourself in a sunny weather, but how much of it actually would be the reality of it, okay? All of it is just going on in your imagination of what you are planning to do or what you were inspired to do there, and it was just like this building up this fantasy of it, and when it didn't happen you got disappointment, you know, you get heavily disappointed because so much of your identity, so much of your energy, so much of your inspiration went into creating that fantasy, and that's the only reason why you feel like you lost something, okay? That's all, Taurus. Okay, what's going on for Taurus? And we have Temperance reversed, okay? Taurus. I'm getting like kind of like a impatient vibe here, okay? I feel like it was, you know, I'm getting a lot of like impatient vibe, okay? Like impatience, like I feel like you wanted it too fast, you know, too much desperation. Okay, that's the word I'm getting, like desperation. And that's why you have like this whole stagnancy thing going on, because you were in this fast mode. Oh, I'm gonna get it now, and if it's gonna be a fast change, you know, and now that didn't happen. Suddenly you realize how slow life is, okay? That oh, I'm not gonna get this, you know, or this didn't come true, you know, because before it didn't happen, you were like on the fast mode. Oh, you know, I'm gonna get plans for this apartment, I'm gonna get that, and I'm that, and you know, and then I'm gonna get the driving license, and this, that, you know, and this. Your mind was like on those plans, you know, and now that you don't have it anymore, suddenly there's like silence, you know, and that's the only reason why you feel stagnant right now. Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of impatience and desperation going on. But how about we put the same energy into like your life at the moment? You know, what can you do about it? 10 of Cups. Yep, 10 of Cups. How about emotional completion? Okay. Maybe let's focus on like on inner self, or on the happiness from within. That's what this card is telling me, okay? Like we need to chill down. We need to like find this inner peace, you know, all of that stuff, you know. I'm getting here that you're kind of moving too fast for what it is right now in your life, okay? So maybe we have to chill down and you know, like I'm getting here kind of like I would say focus on reconnecting with present moment and with yourself, and find this happiness within this present moment, because I feel like you put so much of your happiness on that vision of that ideal, that when you lost it, you kind of feel like you lost your happiness, okay? So it might be hard, okay? I know it might be hard, it's not easy, but try to refocus this happiness on what you have right now, okay? Because I feel like you codepended your happiness so much on this vision you had, but now that it's not there anymore, you kind of feel empty, okay? So yeah, I feel like this is a big message that's out going on for you, Taurus. Let me pull out one last card for advice for you, Taurus. Okay, and we have change. Okay, let me read that for you from the book. Okay, let's see what it means for you, Taurus. Change always comes bearing new gifts, but they might or might not be what you imagined. Oh my god. Can you just express how much I love card readings and how much it just all just fits together perfectly. Like I love it. I love reading from cards. At times we are powerless to affect change, as it is the very nature of life itself. Faith is part of the ballast that stabilizes us against unpredictable twists and turns in life and helps us adapt to unforeseen challenges. You are always free to choose how best to handle change, but by seeking out the relevant wisdom it brings, you venture forward joyously with hope in your heart and a spring in your stride. So again, as I was saying, instead of looking at the negatives in the situation, try to see what are the positives here. And yes, start maybe idealizing your current life and yourself at the moment instead of the future vision you had that was codependent on this thing that was happening, okay? Because we cannot base our happiness on future and things happening, okay? I feel like we all should romanticize and idealize our current lives and our current selves, to the best of possible. But I think like this reading would hopefully bring you a lot of clarity right now. At this moment, Sagittarius, I really wish you all the best, and I hope it was helpful, and I really look forward to seeing what you think about it in the comments down below. I love reading your comments. So thank you so much, and I hope to see you in my next video. And if that wasn't enough, you can still check your rising or moon sign, if there's more going on, but maybe you don't feel what was said enough here. So thank you so much, and bye bye. Let's move on to the next zodiac sign. Hi Cancer, welcome in your reading for the month of February. Let's see what's going on, what was happening, what's happening, and what will be happening this month, okay? So let's see, the general energy for this month. Ooh, okay, Cancer, something is falling out. Okay, we have Strength reversed and we have Page of Wands reversed, okay? I'm getting some lack of strength. Maybe you don't feel physically, on strength this month, Cancer. Maybe there's certain like tiredness going on. You're kind of maybe like feeling more in the place of resting rather than working, Cancer. There's just as I'm getting a kind of lack of courage, I would say. It just feels like you feel maybe hopeless this month, Cancer, but there's definitely lack of decisiveness, lack of confidence within you right now to do things, to act on things. Yeah, I just feel like things might be, not that they aren't working out, it's that you kind of feel like they aren't working out, okay? Or that they won't work out, okay? But there's a lack of confidence, lack of, action, and we have the Ace of Swords reverse, okay? Yeah, I'm feeling like this month, Cancer, there's a lot of, I'm getting heavy, hurtful, or more like piercing words and thoughts going on. I'm thinking like this stinging feeling, okay, or the stinging thoughts, the stinging beliefs, and stinging words that you're maybe hearing from yourself or others, or you saying them. I just feel like there's a lot of like this heavy logical energy going around. But not generally logic. It's more like the opposite of logic. It's more like something that portrays itself as logic, but it actually isn't. Actually, as I'm getting Cancer here, that you don't believe in yourself enough this month. I feel like you have so much potential this month, but this fear you have within yourself, this lack of confidence, that you feel kind of insecure, it's kind of holding you back a lot, okay, from acting on inspirations and hobbies. And I feel like there's a heavy judgment within you, Cancer, this month. There's this heavy like almost pressuring, like I just as an empath, I just feel this energy right now. It's like it's draining you, okay? I don't know what is this judgment, if it's coming from you or from someone in your life, okay? But it's not true, okay? Just the fact that this is in reverse is telling me that there's a lot of a delusion going, okay? This is a delusion portrayed as logic, okay? You're not worthless, you're not unproductive, you're not this, you're not that, okay? You're doing good, you're doing just fine, okay? Whatever this belief or judgment is going on in your mind right now, this is not true. This is not something to be guided by, okay? You have so much more potential, okay? I'm getting here like this lack of confidence that is draining you out, okay? Like this inner judgment almost, okay? Not really the best here, okay? I feel like there's too much like pressure on logic that is not actually logic. I feel like you're saying to yourself, oh, I cannot do it, I'm not as good, you know, I just cannot do it, or you know, judging yourself or criticizing yourself heavily. Like, what is that, Cancer? This is self-abusing. This is not real. Let's see what's going on underneath all of this, Cancer. Yes, 4 of Cups. I'm getting here extreme apathy, like giving up, Cancer. Okay, I don't know what is this feeling of, oh, whatever, you know, I give up, whatever, I give up. Okay, but okay, I don't feel this way, okay? I don't feel this way about your situation. I don't feel like this is something to give up on or just throw away, you know? I feel like some of you are like, oh, whatever, I'm not good at it, bye, whatever. For example, some of you might be thinking to start a new hobby or start a new project, or thinking, oh, maybe I should go sign myself up for some classes or do something, or you know, any idea you have in your mind right now that is action focused, that you want to do something, focus on that. What did you want to do this month, okay? What do you want to do right now, okay? What is this thing, okay? And now think to yourself, what is stopping you from that? Lack of confidence, insecurity. Do you tell yourself, oh, I'm not good enough, no, this will not work out, this is a stupid idea, this is blah 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 blah, and you think it's logic. It's not logic. I can reassure you right now, Cancer, this is not logic. Whatever you're saying to yourself, you can do it, okay? You can do it. Don't give up on it, just go for it. Whatever you're saying to yourself is just the lack of confidence, it's just insecurity. This is a heavy criticism and judgment but has nothing to do with reality of things, okay? You're fully capable for going for your hobbies and passions and the things you want to invest your time and energy into, okay? So whatever this new hobby or project is, go for it, okay? Don't give up on your dreams, okay? That's what I'm getting at. Some of you give up on your dreams. Some of you give up on your ideas. Some of you give up on your potential, okay? Don't be insecure because you have a lot to offer, okay? And you can do amazing things, okay? I cannot look at you just self-judging and criticizing yourself and portraying it as logical. It's not logic. It's not logical. Logically, you can do whatever you want, okay? I cannot. What else is going on, Cancer? And we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, I will pull out another card because I feel like this needs some more clarification. I don't know what this is related to. Some of you might be waiting for a certain message, okay? Some of you are waiting for something important, more or less important depending on your situation. But there is a certain message going on, and I feel like some of you expect it to be a bad message, okay? I'm getting some of you, it's the type of vibe that maybe you sign yourself up for some classes, okay? It's February, so you know, people are starting the second semester of things. So maybe it's a new job you signed yourself up for, maybe it's certain, you know, school you signed yourself up for, and you're waiting for this validation that you got in, you know? And I feel like some of you give up before even getting the message, okay? And you're like, oh, I didn't get the mail yet, I probably didn't get into the school, I probably didn't get the job, blah 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 blah, okay? So I feel like there's a lot of negativity surrounding it, and you're like, nah, you know, whatever, you know, or maybe you're thinking about applying somewhere, okay? And before you do it even, you're already like, nah, whatever, I cannot do it, I give up. And you're like giving up on your dreams, you're giving up on your aspirations, you're giving up on your ambitions. That's not good. That's not good. Let's see. And we have a High Priestess, okay? You have to difference your delusions from actual intuition, okay? Insecurities are not intuition, okay? Your intuition will never tell you something like you cannot do it, you're bad at it, blah 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 blah. It will not tell you something like that. It will never put you down on your aspirations or your dreams or your ambitions. All it could be is your comfort zone speaking, nah, don't do it, you know, don't do it, don't do that, don't go there, blah 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 blah, because of uncomfort, you know. But I'm actually getting here more of a self-judgment and criticism rather than uncomfort. But yeah, this you know, this card is specifically telling me, I'm getting here like an intuitive message that you are willing to cut off your legs before you even like stand up, you know. Like you're cutting off the potential you have before you even try it, okay? Before you even try to act on it, you know? Like here is this potential coming in, like this message with this good message coming on, and you're like, nah, and cutting it before you even try, before you even like put your energy into it at all, you know? That doesn't look good to me. But you know, up to you what you do, you know, you can self-judge yourself, criticize yourself. But in my opinion, you can do it. You have a lot of potential, okay? And you know what? If no one believes in you, if you don't believe in yourself, I believe in you, you know? And this, don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on it, okay? Please. If not for yourself, for me, don't give up on it, okay? It doesn't have to work out, okay? But you don't have to cut it off before you even try, okay? Trying, there's nothing wrong in trying, you know? You go to classes, you don't like it, you're not good at it, okay, you will drop out. Who cares? Who cares? But if you're gonna do it big, you know? Do it with some enthusiasm, okay? Actually, you know? Start listening to your actual intuition. And in this case, your intuition is your passions and dreams and aspirations. I feel like some of you are willing to do better. Some of you are willing to have a better life. Some of you are willing to do more with yourself, you know, and that's something good. But that's also something you have to have courage with. And I'm telling you, you if you're saying to yourself, oh no, I'm not, I'm scared, I'm shy, you know, whatever. No, you're not. Courage is not something that someone is born with. It's something you come up with, you know, you come to build. You know, it's about breaking through it, you know, so stop being scared. Some of you are so like, some of you, instead of your intuition and aspirations and inspirations, some of you are just listening to your insecurities and this judgment in your head. It doesn't even have to be your judgment per se. Maybe you're scared of society, of what your family thinks, what your boyfriend thinks, what your girlfriend thinks, what your brother thinks. Who cares? At the end of the day, it's you judging yourself in your head. And even if it is someone around you judging you from that, don't let them. It's like energy vampires, don't let them. Okay, I'll pull out one card of advice for you. Cancer, let's see what's the one card of advice for you for this month. Compassion, cute. Okay, and let me read you from book the meaning of it. Okay, the presence of this card indicates that now is a favorable time to view the world through the healing properties of compassion. Be especially aware of any strong judgments and expectations carried by you or others which might be freezing your ability to connect with an open heart. I swear I will in every reading say how just great card readings are and how much they complete each other at the end. It is amazing. Practice extending sincere, unconditional love and caring to those around you, and face any problems you encounter with a sincere wish to alleviate suffering. Look heavenward for guidance and open your heart to the warm rise of compassion. Yes. you know, so skip your judgments, skip your expectations, just go for whatever you want to go, okay? Everything will be okay. Anyway, I just wanted to say I love you, Cancer, and I'm getting just enough of feelings here to tell you, you know, you're worth it, you can do it, and go for it, okay? Because what I'm getting here is like you're shrinking yourself down to something you're not, because your potential is big, okay? You can do it. So that's all I have for you, Cancer. I hope it was helpful. I hope it brought you some clarity. Try to apply this to every aspect of your life in this month and see how it shows within those aspects in your life, how you can apply the advices in there. And I wish you the great rest of the month. And I would love to see in the comments down below what do you think about it. And let's move on to the next sign. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Hello Leo, welcome in your monthly reading for the month of February. Let's see what is the energy, what is happening, and what will happen this month for you. So let's start with general energy, Leo, for February. Okay. And first of all, we have 9 of Pentacles, okay? So I'm getting a lot of independence, being in control of your life, of your belongings, of you know, material stuff, but basically being quite independent, okay? So I'm feeling you're kind of feeling yourself, you're kind of being, you know, you're basically being kind of yourself, in control. Oh, and we have a King of Pentacles. Again, you're kind of being in a good position right now, materially wise, or like, you know, generally you just are in a certain point of your life where you have a choice to manage yourself and manage, you know, your belongings in a sense. So I feel like there's certain investigation going on. You know, I'm feeling like you're kind of investing or managing your properties, your material stuff, your finances, your energy, stuff like this. But basically I feel like there's a lot of energy of being in control, being independent, you know, having it all under control basically, and being able to manage stuff. Let's see one more thing, what's going on for Leo in February. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising in February. And we have a Page of Wands, okay? So you're definitely investing, okay? There's a lot of investigation going on, a lot of action, okay? Maybe you're buying courses, maybe you're signing up yourself for some online classes, probably paid ones from what I see. But there's a lot of self-development going on. You're looking to expand yourself. You're starting new hobbies, going to classes, starting a school. You know, all of us good stuff, okay? So there's a lot of self-investigation going on. You're investing into yourself. You're improving yourself. There are courses going on. You're probably buying yourself some new clothes or stuff like that, or similar, you know. But there's just, I'm getting here like you're kind of spoiling yourself in a way. And definitely there's some kind of good investigation going on, especially with hobbies and stuff. Maybe you're traveling also, but either way, yeah, I feel like there's only good stuff going on for Leo. But even before I pulled out cards, I was like, yeah, this one's gonna be a boring one. But I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy that everything is going well, you know, and I don't have to read into stuff too much to help you figure out your life right now, because it seems like your life is figured out to me. But let's not speak too soon, and let's see what's going on within you, Leo. Okay, that's way too much. Looks like there's an explosion of energy in your life right now, Leo. But I'm happy you're blooming. I'm happy everything is going great for you, Leo. Okay, what's going on within you? Okay, and we have a 5 of Pentacles, okay? In this sense, I'm feeling the energy that you're kind of trying to figure yourself out also. When in your inner world, I feel like you're kind of looking for your place type of thing. And that's why there's also like this investigation with money going on, because by figuring out what you want to invest in when it comes to yourself and money. You're kind of figuring out yourself too. You're kind of finding yourself in a way, okay? You're finding your place. Because, for example, you're looking for those courses online, and when you're thinking like, what should I invest in? What do I want to learn? You know, where do I want to travel? Okay, what do I want to do with this money? How can I manage my life with all those new things? How can I invest them in myself? And that forces you to this reflection of what you want to invest in when it comes to yourself. What is a priority for you? And I feel like this is a great opportunity for you to force yourself to reflect on who you are, you know, where you're going, and yada yada yada. You know, like existential crisis, but in a less drastic way, let's say. More of a nice way. Leo in February. And we have 10 of swords reversed, okay? So yeah, I'm getting like you have more of a freedom here right now, okay? There is more freedom going on. There is more of like it just feels like you have more options right now in life. But because you have more options right now in your life, it feels like you don't know where to go anymore, because there's no limits. There's no like one path. You can just pick however many paths you want. And for some of you, it might be also a little challenging, because it feels like you don't know who you are at the bottom, you know. It feels like there's so many options. It's kind of overwhelming you also, or pressuring you also. I feel like whatever is going on here, of course, it doesn't apply to all of you, but I'm getting for some of you, it might be kind of a moment where you struggle, because there's many options, maybe a lot of slots opening up for you, and you don't know, you're being pressured to figure out what you want in this specific time frame, okay? You have a specific time frame to figure out who you are, where you want to go, and how to manage your life at the moment. And I feel like for some of you it might be a little stressing, it might be a little pressuring, okay? It might feel that, you know, all those opportunities are crushing you in a way, okay? The fact that you have to choose between stuff is kind of overwhelming for you, okay? Not for all of you, as I said. For some of you it's more freeing feeling, but I'm also getting here an aspect that for some of you it might be pressuring to go in one of those, you know, because maybe I'm getting that some of you maybe lived your life all the way while being guided, while being told where to go, what to do, how to do something, and now that now that no one tells you what to do anymore, or that you don't, or that you don't have a specific way you are forced to go in, it feels weird to you, okay? It feels like there's too much responsibility on you having to figure yourself out too fast. Where are your life you were kind of pressured to go in the way others wanted you to go, where you had to play how others sang you kind of to. I don't know if that's the correct metaphor in English. But yeah, but for some of you it's just really being freed from it, you know, being able to finally choose your place on earth, you know. Let's see. And we have a King of Cups and King of Swords. Yeah, for me, honestly, Leo, for most of you, I just feel like it's finally feeling in control, finally having freedom of speech, freedom of feeling, where you can choose your experiences, choose your, be able to be free in your decisions making, you know? I feel like some of you have right now this moment in your life where you first time in a long time, you can experience freedom to decide about yourself. And that is beautiful. That is amazing. And there's a lot of management going on, like really a lot of management going on, okay? I feel like there's a lot of control over your life, a lot of stability, and connecting to your feelings, most importantly. I feel like the fact that you can decide about yourself connects you to more spiritual side of yourself, where you can finally reflect on what you want from life, or who you are, or what do you want, you know, and that's spiritual in a way, okay? So yeah, I feel like even if there's a lot of good stuff going on, regardless, it's not boring, okay? Because it's good, it forces you to reflection in some way, okay? For some of you, it's more in a, you know, scarier way, where you suddenly are crushed by the amount of freedom you have that you don't know where to go or who you are or what you want. But for some of you, it's also finally freeing yourself and having the choice, okay? Simply having choice. Okay, Leo, let me pull out one card of advice for you for this month. Let's see what is going, what should be like your priority when it comes to like what could you do, Leo, for February. Leo for February, and we have love. Okay, I will read that for you from the book because it has beautiful descriptions. But yeah, I feel like you have a lot of time right now to kind of delve into self-love and self-reflection and discover yourself and discover what you like, you know, what you love, what you want to do in your life at the moment, in many ways. Okay, let me read that for you, Leo. It might be your time to powerfully give or receive love, to forgive someone or overcome issues from the past where there has been hurt and disappointment. Love invites you to leave judgment and prejudice at the door. Let her warming rays move through you, touching those around you, whether family, strangers, or enemies. Don't let the moment pass if you are given an opportunity to do things differently by expressing love in some way, no matter how small. Love invites you to dissolve barriers and let in the magic. All obstacles can be transcended because where the love is present, where with no conditions or agendas, all things become possible and miracles can happen. Love underpins the very foundation of life itself. Trust in its power and look forward to the prospect of giving, receiving, and sharing love. Above all, be willing to be guided by the wisdom of your loving heart. That's very beautiful, Leo. So I would say, Leo, receive the freedom that is given right now to you, the opportunities that are given to you, and be open to receive it, okay? Be open to fully receive it and fully use this opportunity, okay? Because now is the time. And to some of you that are feeling this way, that are feeling crushed, that are feeling pressured by the amount of, decision making, the choice over yourself, the responsibility over yourself you have right now, I would say, to say it in a non-pressuring way, now is your time to shine, okay? And it might be hard for some of you, and nonetheless, I'm not gonna say it cannot be hard for you, but try to see it as a gift from universe to act on yourself, to discover yourself, to break free from people, judgment, beliefs that were holding you into this little cage of having to do things the way you were told to, okay? It's time to get out of this fear mindset, okay? I feel like some of you that are in this position right now where grew up in a families or environments where you were scared, okay? You were in constant state of fear about not doing something you wanted to, and that is now in exchange being scary for you to live your own life, because you were taught that if you do something the way you want to, something scary will happen. I don't know, your parents will punish you or this or that, anything similar. And I feel like some of you have to understand that this fear is not real anymore, that this thing cannot hurt you anymore, okay? And you have to take it as self-love, okay? And for you to break free from that and use this opportunity, this independence you have right now, is an act of self-love for yourself. So the most important thing I can tell you is don't go back to those habits, okay? Don't close yourself off because of this fear, because out of this, because it's not worth it to lose this. Okay, this is time to shine. This is time to use this opportunity. By not using this opportunity is equal to self-harming yourself in such way. Because this opportunity right now, the thing you have right now in your life, this independence, this freedom, is truly a beautiful opportunity for you. And there's nothing to be scared of anymore. Okay, you can be yourself. I feel like some of you really gained a lot of freedom right now. Some of you moved out, or some of you lost contact with your toxic family or stuff like that, or you got into adulthood, or you know, like truly interesting things. Okay, but definitely if you're under fear, just know that this is not the time to fear. This is not the time to hide yourself. This is not the time to do all those things. It's time to explore, to be free, to make your own decision about yourself. Either way, Leo, I hope it was helpful. I hope it brought some clarity, and I would love nothing more than to hear from you in comments down below. And there's something more I would love more, basically. So thank you so much for watching. Remember to apply all those advices in your daily life. See how it applies into every aspect of your life, and how you can use this advice, okay, for yourself. Okay, this is not about specific situation only. This can apply to your life in this month generally. So I wish you the very best of the rest of this month, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Hello Virgo, welcome in your monthly reading for the month of February. Let's see what happened, what's happening, and what will happen in this month for you. So Virgo, let's see what's going on, what's the energy in this month for you. I hope everything is okay with you. Let's see, Virgo. We have the King of Wands reversed. Okay, there's something with action going on. Okay, there's something, maybe you're acting on something wrong. Okay, there's something going on with acting, on managing your actions. Okay, let's see what's going on with that Virgo in this month of February. What's going on this month February with you, Virgo? We have Three of Wands reversed. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of going on with action with your life right now. I feel like it might be something less or more specific right now. You definitely don't know what to do. You don't know where to go, how to proceed. It feels like there's a lot of criticism on what you're doing, either from people around you or your self-judgment. It feels like there's something haunting you in your head about it. You know, like you want to move forward, but you don't know if you should. You don't know in what way you should do it. You know, there's a lot of this kind of energy going on. It's very sad. It's very heavy, you know. Like from the beginning when I started your reading, I started, you know, I just felt like this, you know, like what's going on? Like this heavy energy, you know. So I'm feeling here in this reading a lot of sadness, kind of feeling upset energy, kind of things, something not working out, feeling sad about something, you know, criticizing yourself, you know, something sad in a way. But let's see. There's definitely something about action and not knowing how to move forward with things. Maybe something happened. Maybe you don't know how to move forward from that, how to act after it happened. We have Chariot. Definitely starting anew. Okay, we're starting new. We're making a decision to move forward with something. Definitely a new direction in life, okay? I feel like this is the time in your life, Virgo, when you're moving on from something that happened that was very sad or upsetting, okay? I feel like this is the time where you look with nostalgia on something that happened recently in the past, you know, like last month, you know, like last 2 months, last year, however big it was for you. But either way, I feel like this is like this moment right before acting on your life where you're like, okay, here we go again, you know, maybe this time it will be better. Maybe this time, you know, this and that won't happen, you know, blah, 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 blah. But either way, I just feel like there's certain nostalgia looking back, feeling kind of like, meh, it could have been better last time, you know. Maybe I could have done something more. Maybe I could have, you know, acted better back then. But either way, I'm getting this energy. But either way, this is something new that starts, okay? We're starting here a new life. We're starting here a new phase in life, okay? And no matter how sad the past was, you just have to take the step back to this new life, okay? I don't know what happened for you, Virgo. I feel like there's a lot of sadness related to this. There's a lot of very sad, almost like crying energy for me. And you really wish to move on with your life, but this thing from past is just so haunting. It's so heavy on your chest. I just can feel it, okay? It's sad, okay? But I feel like what happened shouldn't define how you move on with your future, you know. No matter, you know, how, even if this thing included your behavior in some way, or something that didn't go right, maybe you did something wrong, you still shouldn't start this new beginning while judging yourself or criticizing yourself for what happened, okay? No matter what. Okay. Let's move on to what's underneath that, okay? What's like the energy behind that? We have the strength reversed. Yeah, there's a lot of lack of confidence, okay? I feel like some of you feel very insecure about something. Very like self-judgment I'm getting, okay? Like lack of self-belief. I feel like you don't have strength, okay? You don't want to risk again, okay? You don't want to risk getting hurt again. You don't want to risk something happening again. You don't want to risk acting a certain way and in quotes destroying something where it's again, I don't know what happened. I don't know what we're talking here about. But yeah, there's definitely lack of strength. We have King of Swords, okay? I feel like the only type of control you have right now about yourself is this clarity of mind, okay? I feel like you are very mind focused lately, Virgo. There's a lot of focus on thinking, you know, making decisions, and in that sense you have control, okay? You have control over your mind, and I feel like there's a lot of thinking going on, a lot of recycling in your mind. I feel like there's a lot of this energy I'm getting here is reflecting on past, reflecting on yourself, you know. And I feel like you're always in this mode of contemplation, you know. You're like thinking and thinking more and thinking, you know, and like I'm getting like this flow of thinking, you know, and going through this new beginning with some kind of you know, clarity of mind. I feel like you're not really acting on stuff right now because you're too much engaged into your thinking process, you know. You're too much in your thoughts, you know, like no matter how much you think about it, will not change the past, and this thinking will not help you move forward with your life, with this new opportunities coming in for you, you know. Okay, we have the Sun. And we have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay. This kind of tells me that you have kind of a lack of creativity, Virgo, at this time. I feel like you don't have an idea for yourself, about yourself, for yourself. There's barely any creativity. You're just in this stagnant mode of thinking about the past, and you're not really moving forward. You're not working on your happiness. You don't have an idea for yourself. You don't have a idea for your life. It just feels like you're in a very stagnant mode for me, okay? And it doesn't seem healthy. It seems just very sad, okay? And I feel like what I'm getting is that it's been enough of time, okay? And it's time to move on, okay? It's time to move on and start working on your happiness right now. And starting on this new beginning, because this new beginning is good, okay? This is a new path starting in front of you. Whatever you're starting right now, Virgo, this is good. There's hope, there is new things coming in, there are new ideas. I feel like you're not using this new beginning, these new opportunities to the fullest of its potential. I feel like there's so much happiness within the phase of your life you're going into right now, and you just don't see it. You're being so like hopeless about it. You're like not willing to do anything about it or use it in any way, and you just let the chance pass through you. I feel like you feel so miserable about yourself that you're not willing to give yourself happiness. An example would be, for example, right? But an example I'm getting here would be An example I'm getting here would be that you were in a relationship and that relationship didn't work out or something happened, and now you have an opportunity to date someone new, and I feel like you completely give up on that idea, okay? If you're a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, you should watch the video for Cancer, because this is, I feel, correlated to this for some of you, if you have a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. But some of you just give up completely. You're so stuck on the past and on things not working out back then, and on criticizing yourself, most importantly, for what you maybe did wrong or you think you did wrong, that you're completely willing to let it pass you. There's this, I don't know, maybe there's this awesome person that you just met, and you could totally just ask them out on a date, or they asked you on the date, but you just like, nah, whatever, I don't deserve it, you know, the type of like victim mentality. You're kind of I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a victim mentality, but in a way of like imposter syndrome. You're like, no, I'm not worth it, no, I shouldn't, you know, hurt another person, or I shouldn't this or that, you know. But I'm getting this type of vibe, you know. You're like totally giving up on a chance just because something from the past didn't work out, you know. And that doesn't seem healthy for me, okay? So I feel like, Virgo, this is the time to kind of let go of this sadness, nostalgia, this blaming yourself. Even if something did happen, that does not mean that you have to blame yourself to the rest of your life. You can totally just use this as a learning opportunity and move on, you know, and start something new and have some creativeness. Also, for some of you, something very important: if you still have a chance to go back to this thing from the past and fix it, but you're just willing to give up, this is an important reminder that there is some possibilities right now that you don't see. Maybe some of you are like giving up and you're blaming yourself. I did so many things wrong, there's no way I'm going back to this person, I don't want to do this and that, and I don't want to disappoint them again. But I feel like there's so much happiness and opportunity waiting around there, and I feel like some of you have, but that's only for the people who actually do have opportunity to fix something about this thing from the past. I'm telling you right now, there is options, and it can work out still, okay? But that's only for the people who have opportunity. I'm not saying go back to your ex, you know, and try to fix it. No, I'm saying only for people who are still in the situation where it's appropriate to try to fix it, okay? So yeah, or if you intuitively think that it is still being fixable, okay? So that's what I'm getting here, okay? So what I'm saying here, Virgo, is that not everything is lost, and you should be more optimistic about what you do and actually go for victory, instead of, you know, being this miserable energy of, no, I cannot do it, I will not do it, I give up, you know. And we have intention. Okay, let me read that for you. Let's see what we have here. I found it. And we have intention, Virgo. Drawing this card prompts you to contemplate your aims and intentions. Be clear that they accurately reflect your feelings, thoughts, and spiritual aspirations, and think deeply as to whether they are honorable and worthwhile. Reach for your highest potential. Events might not always manifest as you wish, but the purity of your intent will be recognized and accounted for in accordance with the laws of cause and effect. As written in the King James Bible, as you sow, so shall you reap. So may the harvest of your wise intentions be bountiful. I just love how today those cards are very accurate to summarize the readings. So Virgo, basically, once again, just because something didn't work out doesn't mean it cannot be fixed, or that the other thing, the new thing will go the same. You know, it's about intention, you know. If you want to do something better, if you want to fix something, go and fix it, and it will be recognized, you know, sooner or later, you know. So instead of being pitiful about yourself or about what happened and putting yourself down instead of actually doing about it, then you know, it's the time to actually put intention and then try to do something about it, you know. There's no need to cry about spilled milk, as they say, you know. Just go for that victory because it is there. I'm feeling like you're so blind to the fact that there's so much creativeness and opportunity here. Not necessarily for all of you to fix what was done already, but for some of you with new things, okay? So some of you are in the situation where something recent happened, it was bad and you want to give up, but actually there is still a way to fix it. And some of you are in the situation where you have some new opportunities on the way and you give up on them from the start because of what happened in the past. But in either two of those scenarios, you know, there's still happiness out there for you. There's still fulfillment out there for you, you know. And I feel you should be more optimistic and you should have more determination to make something you intended to happen, okay? So my advice for you is be creative, be open-minded, you know. See the opportunities that are actually there, because I see here opportunities. I see here victory on your way, okay? I see here something being able to give you fruitful effects, and I see here happiness. Most importantly, there is happiness, okay? You might not see it now because you focus too much on the past, what happened, blah blah, but there is happiness and it's just right in front of you, okay? So be more optimistic, please. That's all I ask for you, Virgo. So yeah, I wish you will reflect on that and maybe be less critical about yourself and hopefully come back to the present moment and what is available for you right now, Virgo. But I hope it was helpful. I hope it brought some clarity. I would love nothing more than to hear from you in the comments down below and what you think. So thank you so much for watching, and I see you hopefully in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Hello Libra, how are you? I hope everything is fine. Let's see what's going on for you, what happened, what is happening, and what will happen this month of February for you, Libra. Let's see. Libra for the month of February, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles reversed. Okay. There's something going on with finances, with material stuff, Libra. Something not coming exactly as you wanted. Too much focus on material stuff also. Page of Cups, okay. Some new friendships, new connections, new aspirations and inspirations, okay. So some very new stuff, okay. Maybe invitations to go somewhere. Two of Pentacles. Okay, some kind of balancing out. Okay, okay. Yeah, I feel like some of you Libra are in kind of shaky situation when it comes to your belongings, material stuff, finances, and I feel like you're really trying to balance yourself out, and I feel like you're trying out new things, meeting new people, but there's definitely a lot of balance going on. Some kind of decisions also to be made. I feel like there's something emotionally that you're exploring, maybe some new inspirations you're having. So maybe you're meeting new people or you're being invited to some, happenings. But I feel like that's very fresh and new. Okay, but there's definitely something going on financially that you're trying to figure out. Maybe you're changing jobs right now and it's kind of being more difficult than you imagined. Or you're being like, you're purchasing something and you didn't expect this kind of, that it would take as much money or investment as you initially expected, and it's kind of like overwhelming you, and you're trying to stabilize yourself after this type of financial instability after something, but basically you're trying to stabilize it right now, and yeah, definitely balancing out. Okay, trying to find your way. But yeah, you're definitely coming to a certain stabilization at this moment. Okay, you're trying to find this balance, and you're having to make your decisions kind of carefully at this moment. That's also why I'm getting like this new energy right now. For some of you, I'm feeling like some of you moved out, and you moved from a new place, and before, and you have like now this moment of having to stabilize your finances because of getting this new place and stuff, and some of you are kind of like meeting new people there, you're going to new places there to like kind of explore the town or city where you're living. So I'm getting this type of vibe. So it's kind of like a new beginning of something, but at the same time it's kind of exhausting for you because it was like a big change that kind of like challenged you materially, and there was a lot of things going on with material stuff that were overwhelming, or that it came out kind of to be taking more effort than you expected to. For example, you didn't expect that it would be such a trouble to like move your furniture or your stuff to the new apartment, or you didn't expect that you had to spend that much on, I don't know, like fixing something up or buying a couple of new pieces for furniture, or buying some essentials for the house. So this is this type of thing going on. Okay, so basically there were some unexpected expenses or unexpected material issues that you had to take off, or belonging issues type of stuff. But yeah, you're trying to come to that balance, and also with these purchases and this instability, there's also like this little spark of new things starting out, but it's just blooming. Okay, so I wouldn't say it's new beginning, like new beginning, or like, new city, new life begins, blah blah. It's more like it's a small bloom of that. It's not like explosion, boom, everything is new, oh how cool. No, because you're also in this phase of stabilizing and having to struggle with what happened with his finances right now. So it's like you just barely have time to go out there and explore those new things, and start your things, So I feel like some of you might be trying to apply to new jobs or try to meet new people, but it's more of a slow, steady bloom of it. Slow, steady, explosion, or not even explosion, like a wave of it, But yeah, it's like getting slowly to know something, but like kind of from a distance, I would say. And because especially you don't have right now resources, it's hard for you to go out somewhere or figure or explore something. Of course, it doesn't have to be about a house and new city and similar, but something of that kind. I don't know what exactly you might be going through. Okay, now let's see what's going on within you, Libra. Like what's going on inside, underneath all of this, Libra. What's going on with you? Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay, definitely a lot of action, a lot of care you have to put into things, a lot of detail. So yeah, I'm Libra. I'm getting for a lot of you that it has to do with moving out or moving in somewhere, changing places, or working on some projects that needed investing into. But basically you're working right now and putting effort into making something really good. Okay, you're putting in the effort to take care of something, to finish something up, but definitely a lot of action, a lot of intentional action. You're having a lot of inspiration to act on something right now, especially that it might be related to this material stuff. Something that definitely a lot of effort put into, a lot of effort and intention. We have the Eight of Wands reversed. Yeah, something, yeah, as I said, something not as good, you know, like the lies happen, some things are not working out the way you wanted to. You have to put more effort than you expected, you have to put more time, more energy, more, money, more investment than you expected to, it just seems like there's always, you're working on something and there's something flying in right now telling you, oh, you have more to do, and you're like, what, but I'm already doing that, and it's crazy, you'd be like, oh my god, just this and that and I'll be finished, and then there's another thing comes in flying, like a message from someone or a call from someone or something happens, and suddenly you're like, more money, more energy, more time, more work, seriously? And it just seems so annoying, honestly. What else is there for you? What's going on? Like, what's inside going on, okay? And we have the King of Swords. Okay, I feel like there's a lot of thinking, analyzing, deciding going on. I feel like there's this balance that you're making right now in your life is a lot of mind focus, decision making. That's why I was saying you cannot right now let yourself explore this new thing you're working on, because there's simply not possibility. For example, if you're in this new city, you cannot really spend money if you were just challenged financially. Okay, so I'm feeling like you're having a lot of work also mentally, because you have to think, oh, should I go out on this dinner, or how much should I spend today, how much should I spend this week, how much allowance should I get myself, should I really buy this new t-shirt, or do I need that right now, do I need this right now? Okay, so there's a lot of thinking and deciding going on, having to be logical, having to be careful about stuff, and a lot of thinking. Okay, you're in this mindset of having to rethink stuff, having to think twice before doing something. Okay, so having to be really smart with how you manage your resources right now. Okay, or how you make your decisions. So there's a lot of carefulness about making decisions in your life right now, Libra. Okay, let me pull out an advice for you, Libra. I feel like this might doesn't give you much clarity, because something that more externally is going on for you, Libra. So it's more of external circumstances that are happening right now, Libra. But let me give you an advice, maybe what you should focus on right now. But yeah, definitely, if you don't know that yet, if you want to balance yourself out and make it faster and better, basically be careful how you make your decisions and think twice about things, especially when it comes to purchases or what you spend your energy on, or time or effort, and yada yada yada, so what is the advice for Libra for February? What should Libra focus on in February? Okay. And we got purity. Okay, that gives me the vibe of a blank page. Okay, that's why also decision making, because you have this whole new page. Okay, what will you invest into this new page that you have in front of yourself? How will you use it? How can you feel and start in this new page so it can bring you more results in the future? How do you want to invest in it so it can be fruitful in the future? Like how to do it so it will later pay off for you. Here we go, purity. This is an exciting card. By clearing away debris on any level, you make way for newness, clarity, and more favorable influences to enter. Your thoughts are living things. Be aware of the quality of your observations as they can raise your vibration and ease forward movement. You might find it helpful to meditate on the words of Abraham Michael Avanhov. Sorry if I don't read that right. In asking love for help, you have opened a spring within you, and now you can leave love to do its purifying work. Okay? So, Libra, that's what's the advice for you. I hope it was helpful for you. I hope it brought some clarity and mostly clarity, honestly. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope it was helpful for you, and I hope to see my next video, and I would love nothing more to hear from you in the comments down below. So make sure you let me know how is your life going, most importantly right now, and how did you like the reading. So thank you so much, and let's move on to the next sign. Bye bye. Hello Scorpio, welcome in your monthly reading for the month of February. I hope you're doing great. So Scorpio, let's see what happened, what happens, and what will happen this month. General energy for Scorpio for February. Let's see what's going on for Scorpio for February. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's the energy? Ooh, okay, we're starting off strong with the Devil. It might have to do with some coping mechanism, unhealthy addictions, certain unhealthy attachments that you may have, maybe some overthinking, anxiety, maybe, certain just type of negative attractions, negative attraction to things, or rather being attracted to negative things, or more like, stuff like those. Either way, let's see what it is about. Scorpio for February, what's the general energy? But yeah, I'm generally seeing you being engaged in more like unhealthy habits type of things. Scorpio for February, what's going on? Engaging maybe in negative thought patterns, honestly. Coping with stuff in an unhealthy way. We have Ace of Pentacles. I'm getting a feeling that there's too much focus on material stuff, okay? Maybe you happen to... Alright. We have Six of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, I'm getting here, I'm starting to see the story here, Scorpio. So I'm getting here the type of vibe of, having some material gain, having some gain right now in your life, and being kind of toxic about it, okay? Being maybe stingy, maybe greedy, and I feel like you're refusing to help someone or share something. I feel like there's a lot of greediness or jealousy going on right now in your life. I feel like, respectfully, I feel like there's a certain toxic thing going on within you right now. I feel like there's something toxic going on about money, about sharing, about, I don't know, but I'm getting like a not good vibe, Scorpio, okay? I don't know what this is about, but if you're aware of enough about it, then I just want you to know that there is a possibility that maybe you're being toxic about something, but maybe there's certain like quite stubborn behavior going on here. But yeah, definitely a lot of interesting vibes, let's say. I don't know how to explain it otherwise, Scorpio. I just feel like maybe you might be engaging in some toxic behavior, you know, coping in an unhealthy way, overthinking something, being maybe greedy, maybe a little stingy, maybe not being unwilling to help someone, being kind of control freak in a way. I feel like some of you maybe got some kind of you know, material gain, and you're kind of like being very controlling about it, and maybe it kind of makes you act a little different towards people. I just feel like there's something that happened that makes you kind of not treat people in a respectful or proper way. Yeah, I'm just honestly not getting the best vibe. Let's see what's going on underneath that, and maybe we'll gain more clarity about that. So what's going on with Scorpio underneath all this stuff? Okay, what's going on in here? Scorpio for February. Scorpio for February. How does that make sense? What's going on here? Okay, we have Three of Wands. Okay, waiting for something to grow, waiting for certain results. Okay, I feel like there's out of like escape from people, escape from okay, we have Seven of Cups reversed. Okay, being delusional, not seeing reality for what it is. Okay, like total delusion going on. Okay, I feel like maybe you feel like people are up to get you, people want to use you, people want to do this and that. I feel like there's certain obsessive behavior going on. Maybe you don't want to share certain news with people. Maybe you there's just a lot of fear going on. I feel like you're kind of in this mindset that, you know, if I share something with people, they will come to get me, you know, they will take something away from me, they will this and that, you know, and you're like totally not that you're not sharing your gains right now, but more like you don't even share that you got something, or you know, I feel like there's too much delusion going on, honestly, Scorpio. I feel like it's not looking good in my opinion. A lot of like kind of toxic behavior towards yourself, most importantly. You're totally like all over the place. It might not apply to everyone, but I just feel like there's a lot of very negative energy with like obsessing over something, overthinking something, being fearful about something. Okay, at the beginning, when I get readings like that, I always think, you know what, it must be coincidence. It's gonna be like this, you know, like this doesn't make sense. This is like too negative, too like, you know, on one specific side. But you know what? There's just no way I would accidentally get another devil, you know, like there's just no way, okay? So we have the devil reversed again. House, okay? I feel like you're so engaged in this negative thinking that is going on with you, like this toxic thinking that is kind of consuming you, and it's creating a real house in your life, not only within yourself but also with people around you. I feel like you're living right now in this completely self delusion. Okay, you're having this delusion about yourself, about your life, about people in your life specifically. Okay, you're drawing them as your anxiety, your overthinking is telling you to draw them, as those obsessive thoughts are telling you to draw them. Okay, some of you might be feeling very insecure this month, some of you might be feeling observed, some of you might be feeling anxious, some of you might be having very negative thoughts about stuff this month. But I want you to know that none of them are reality, okay? None of the negative thoughts you're having this month, none of the fears, obsessions, being obnoxious, this is not coming from you, this is not coming from reality, this is not coming from people around you, okay? This is not the reality right now, okay? I'm getting a better view right now. There is a certain opportunity here, okay? There's a certain potential, and you're trying to see how it works, okay? And I feel like you're being very protective of this opportunity, okay? There is certain material or so related opportunity going on in your life right now with Ace of Pentacles, and you're being very obsessive about it, about this potential of what it could be, that you're pushing everything away and just look at it, you know? And I feel like you're being very obsessive about this thing, and this is not healthy. Straight up, Scorpio, this is not healthy. Whatever you're obsessing right now about this potential, about this thing that might be in your life right now, and that you're so engaged to seeing how it goes and it would work out, this is not healthy. Straight up, okay? I feel like there's a certain type of greediness, okay? And I feel like you need to reflect on that. Not for all of you, but yeah, there's definitely some kind of very toxic or obnoxious behavior going on with you, Scorpio, right now, with these devils, you know, and just chaos, okay? It's chaos. I feel like you kind of went ahead of yourself. You kind of went too far, honestly. You're drawing the situation not as this at all, you know, like you're totally like, I feel like you're not seeing the thing at all at how it is right now. You're kind of like, I don't know even how to describe it. It's just like you totally went ahead of yourself, and it's crazy. It's like you became very like closed off and being like totally all about this one thing, to a point where you push off everything and everyone else away, you know, and that's not healthy. I'm telling you straight up, what you're doing right now, it might be toxic, and you might consider that, okay? But yeah, there's sort of delusion going, and I feel like you're not seeing the thing at that how it is. You're totally overseeing the reality with what you're making up in your head right now, okay? You went totally ahead of yourself this time. Like, this is totally like making up stuff, okay? It's like literally making up stuff. Like, I don't want to talk about anyone specific or anything specific, but that's what I'm getting here. And for some of you, it might apply, for some of you not, but that's just what I'm getting, okay? Very toxic attachments, like very toxic obsession with something, okay? And trying to portray it not as it is at all, okay? Either way, I'm not getting here a good vibe, honestly, Scorpio. So tell me what it is about, okay? Because I'm extremely curious what it is about. Because that's a very weird reading I'm getting here, okay? What is this house about? What is this obnoxiousness about? What is this obsession about here? Okay? What are you protective of so much? Maybe it's an idea. It might be opportunity. It might be an investment, or an opportunity you have. I don't know, but I think it's something else related with people and you pushing them away, or I don't know, but yeah, I'm really curious to know what this is about, but let me give you an advice, Scorpio. Maybe that will be helpful for you. Okay, I'm getting protection. Okay, that's interesting. Scorpio, protection. Maybe it is related to protection of some kind. Maybe you're being very obsessive about protection this month. That didn't sound at all like I planned it to sound, but no pun intended. Okay, let's go. Let's see. Protection. Okay, Scorpio, let's go. By drawing this card, you can feel blessed in the knowledge that protection is at hand. Try to discern why this card has appeared today and observe its position within the spread. This will help define which areas are in need of awareness. Perhaps you have been feeling vulnerable or victimized by the world around you. If so, be mindful of your thinking, as your thoughts can attract darkness as well as light. Your experience of life is a reflection of the quality of your thoughts, which drive decisions, actions, and consequences. Draw inspiration from the symbolism represented by the sword. The blade has the power to sever ties that bind you to toxic attachments, relationships, behaviors, or situations no longer serving your highest good. Once again, this is 6 or 7 readings, and each one of them, those cards were like a perfect completion with exactly the same words that I have been using within the readings. It's just amazing. Again, toxic attachments, relationships, behaviors, or situations no longer serving your highest good. On a practical note, keeping your immediate space organized, clutter-free, and clean is an effective way to protect your psychic energy. Be receptive to any guidance given during your meditations. Courage and strength are both virtues that help sustain us through the uncharted waters of change and transition. As the universe lights your course, be open and ready to act on any clues. So again, I feel like this obsession might have to do something with you being vulnerable and not protected, but this is the type of unsafety you might be feeling right now, and maybe you might be a little paranoid, not gonna lie. So if you're feeling paranoid in the last days, about something in the last 2 weeks or so, just know that this is totally not the case in the reality. You might be feeling like maybe people are against you or up to get you, but it's not the case. It's not the case at all. I promise it to you. This is mostly in your head, okay? Like, I feel like you're perceiving the reality totally not as it is. I don't know in how much percentage this is true and what is going on in your life, but I can reassure you that your view of the situation, what you're making the situation to be, is totally not a good interpretation of the reality, okay? So that's what I have to say to you, okay? Scorpio, okay? So definitely out of devil energy, okay? Not in a negative or haunted sense, but in the sense of, there's too much, obnoxious energy here, okay? Either way, Scorpio, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it brought some clarity. I hope it was helpful. And I would love nothing more than to hear from you in comments, hear what's up, what's going on in your life, and, how did you like the reading also. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. If that's not all you wanted to hear, or not all that you're going through, make sure to check your sun, moon, and rising signs as well. And I thank you so much for watching, and see you till the next one. Bye bye. Hello Sagittarius, welcome in your reading for February. Let's see what happened, what is happening, and what will happen, okay? So, Sagittarius for February, let's see, what energy do we have here? 2 of Pentacles reversed, okay, we have some indecision, some unbalanced energy going on, okay, things seem to be fluctuating, things kind of seem unstable. It just seems all over the place, okay? It seems like your energy is going in and out and here and there, and everything is messy and kind of up and down. And also I'm getting, I think, Sagittarius, but also your mental health might be up and down, more like, one day you're happy, one day you're this, you're that, and it's just, I'm getting a lot of changes in energy as well. So Sagittarius for February, what's going on? What's going on with Sagittarius in February? What's going on with Sagittarius in February? Sagittarius in February. Sagittarius in February, what's the energy? Babes, what's the energy? What's the energy? Okay. We have King of Pentacles and Knight of Wands, okay? Okay, managing your stuff, managing your material stuff, managing your belongings, managing your business, managing your this and that and your job and career. finances, basically managing things. That might be also what is the indecision about. You don't know what to invest in, you don't know what to prioritize, but there's a lot of pressure on action. I feel like you have to do something, you feel like you have to act on something with this Knight of Wands. Just fast action, moving, you have to do stuff, you have to act on stuff, there's no time for waiting, okay, Sagittarius, there's no time for waiting, you have to go, you have to do this, you have to make decisions, blah blah, this type of energy, okay. So that's what I'm getting, Sagittarius, within this month for you, okay? You have to act. You're a busy woman. You're a busy man. It's time to act, to pull yourself together, to make decisions, make things work. That's the energy I'm getting. More of a practical stuff. Managing your stuff. Also, a lot of signs today in this reading got the Knight of Pentacles. So there's a lot of managing your material stuff this month for every zodiac sign. That's the case. Now let's see what's underneath all of that, Sagittarius. What's the energy underneath that? Okay. We're getting the Seven of Swords reversed and the Star. Okay. So what that tells me, Sagittarius, is that basically it's not the right time for you to act right now. That's what you're feeling inside, okay? But there's a lot of hope and a lot of inspiration, okay? You just don't feel like it's the right time for you to act, okay? That's what you're feeling here, most importantly. You feel like there's still some things to balance out, that you have to become more stable, either mentally, financially, on daily basis, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. So even if you have a lot of actions, you feel like you have to make a lot of things to be done, you don't feel internally like it's the right time for you to act. You feel like the stars are not in place, yada yada yada. Inside maybe you don't feel like you have strength to do something, but either way you just feel like you're not ready to act on things, even though you have to, kind of, like there's this energy of, I need to take action, but I don't really feel like doing this action. I don't feel like things are stable enough for me to act, but you still have this hope and inspiration inside. So I feel like within yourself, even though you don't maybe feel like acting on things, you still build up this inspiration inside, okay? There's this hope inside, you're still putting in energy in something, even if this is just internally, okay? And we have the Emperor, okay? Again, being in control, okay? I feel like you feel in control, okay? So there's a lot of feeling control of your inspirations, of what you put your energy in. I feel like you're working right now on your mindset and on your inner state, I feel like that's the only thing you feel like you can have control over right now, and that's what you want to work on, okay? So I feel like there's more of a pressure on building inspirations and aspirations and hope rather than acting, because it just feels to me like you don't feel like you have good enough of a plan, okay? Like you feel you want to act on something, but you don't have a good enough plan to do it, okay? And I feel like you're building up this mindset inside as you go, So there's more pressure on building up how to do it rather than acting, okay? So, and I feel like you just don't feel like you have a good enough plan right now to be able to act, and that's what blocks you from acting, okay? Not that you're actually right now not having enough stability, it's that this instability is caused by you not having a plan made up, okay? So what I would say is get your priorities straight, get your aim straight, figure out how to do something, how do you want to go about something, because the only reason why you don't act on something right now is because you don't feel like you have a plan. You don't have step-by-step plan you can follow. That's why you wake up every day and you're like, I don't know what to do, or you feel kind of unstable. You don't know, you feel confused, okay? You just feel confused. You're going into one thing, it's like your energy is all over the place. You're going into one thing, then another, and you don't finish it, and blah blah. You don't know where to start even, okay? So the thing why your life feels unbalanced in this month, Sagittarius, is because you don't have a plan, okay? So I would say get your priorities straight. Figure out a plan. Figure out what is your priority right now. What you want to invest in. How much you want to invest in it. Money, energy, time-wise, it doesn't matter. So be in control, you know. Be in control of, you know, what you want to invest in. Okay? Know what you want. Know what you want to do. Okay? So in that sense, be in control. Be in control in the sense that you know what you want. Okay? So know what you want. Know what you want to attract, manifest, okay? It's about manifestation. What do you want to manifest in your life? What kind of lifestyle? Okay, and based on what you want, when you figure out what you want, you will be able to create an appropriate plan for it. Because even if you feel like you want to act, if you don't have a proper plan, you will feel like your life is all over the place. That's why there's so much pressure in this month on management. Manage your time. Manage your resources. Know how to manage yourself, okay? So the only reason why you wake up every day and you feel confused and it feels like everything is all over the place is because you don't have a plan, okay? You have to figure out, I want to do this and this and that much and when, then, and you know, so then I can attain this that I want to manifest into my life, okay? So that's an important message for you, Sagittarius, okay? Know what you want, okay? To be able to act on it, you have to have a proper plan. To have a proper plan, you have to know what you want first. And that's all about managing your resources in this month, Sagittarius. Now let's pull out one card of advice for you, Sagittarius. Okay. And again, we have attention. Okay, so basically, Sagittarius, just intention is what matters. Okay, it doesn't matter how much effort, how much action you put into the things you wanna do in this month, unless you don't know what to do and why you do it. Okay, you may wake up every day, go take a shower, go dress up, and then sit around all day and do random stuff just to feel like you're doing something. But unless you actually give a plan and you know what to do and you will start doing it every day based on that plan, that's where you will see results, okay? So first figure out your intention. What do you want, okay? And then you start acting, not the other way around, okay? That, I think, is the most important advice I can give you right now, Sagittarius. So figure out what you want, and then you'll be able to get in control of your life right now, because I understand that right now everything seems like hell of a mess in your life right now. I'm a Sagittarius myself. My life is a mess. Okay? I've been trying to pull myself together for last 18 days, because it's 18th today, and I still haven't. Like, I was supposed to record 2 weeks ago, and this is my first time finally recording, because I decided, I want to record on YouTube. But yeah, basically that, you know, what do you want to manifest? What do you want? Manifest. Girl, boy, go manifest. Put on some nice music, manifest. Imagine yourself. What do you want to be? Where do you want to be? Okay? Who do you want to be? How does it feel, you know, to be in that place? And then make a plan. Make a damn plan. Where do you want to go? How do you want to get there? Okay? So be in control of your own destiny, of your own manifestation, of what you're manifesting. Okay, Sagittarius, that's all I have for you. I am more than happy to hear from you in the comments down below. Tell me what's going on. How does that apply to you? And see you in my next video, okay? So I hope you're doing great, and see you. Bye bye. Hello Capricorn, welcome in your reading for the month of February. Let's see what was going on, and what will be going on in this month. So general energy, let's go. Capricorn in the February. Okay, we have Temperance reverse. Okay, someone is impatient. Something doesn't fit here. Something is not at peace. Okay, we get it. Let's go. Let's see. Let's get it. Let's go. As we say. King of Wands reverse. Okay, Let's go. Okay, you don't know what to do. Okay, you don't know how to act. It seems like whatever you do, it's not enough. You know, and you're passionate. It's like I gotta do this and that and that and this, and it's like not enough. Okay, you like keep going, and there's this desperation going on. Oh, I have to do something. Oh, I have to do more. I have to do more. I'm getting here a real workaholic vibes, Capricorn. Like I have to do this and then criticizing yourself. And well, again we have Knight of Wands again. Pressure on acting. It's like you gotta do something, and then you criticize yourself. Oh, that's not enough. That's not good enough. It's not. Nah, a lot of workaholic vibes I'm getting here. But yeah, it just seems like whatever you do is not enough for you, okay? Or for whoever and whatever, you know. It seems like whatever you do it's not enough. It's not good enough. Blah blah yada, you know. But there's big lack of stability, okay? It seems like you're in this constant rush of acting, of doing, of having to do something. It feels like you cannot find an inner peace at this time. It's just there's always something to do. There's always something you have to do. There's always something not being done good enough, okay? Capricorn, that doesn't seem healthy for me. That doesn't seem something you should be doing, okay? But yeah, a lot of doing, a lot of like action being put. I feel like you're getting kind of an inspiration to do something, but you're kind of using it in the wrong way. Instead of actually just doing it out of this inspiration and creativity, you're using it to kind of bash yourself for and criticize yourself for it. Yeah, Queen of Swords. I'm getting kind of like sadness, jealousy type of vibes, you know. I'm getting like this very pitiful behavior of you, Capricorn, of you kind of like bashing yourself, you know, and instead of being at peace with just doing something, you just like, oh, it has to be perfect, it has to be good. But yeah, I'm getting a lot of criticism, a lot of like not managing your actions properly, or like not investing your actions properly. The actions are not supposed to be perfect for you right now, Capricorn. The actions are supposed to be intentional, okay? I feel like there's too much obsession about this thing right now, okay? Like you're taking it the completely wrong way than what the purpose of it is supposed to be, okay? I'm getting like type of a vibe where you're like, you have the opportunity to rest and you're going to the spa day, and then instead of relaxing, you're like bashing yourself for not resting and relaxing. You're like in the spa and you're supposed to be like, yeah, finding inner peace, but instead of like why are you not relaxing? This is the only time you can be in the spa. Relax brain, like relax. Why am I not relaxing? This is a waste of time. Why am I even here? I could be working right now. This is not working. Why am I not resting? And then you're using this time that was supposed to be used for resting to bash yourself and criticize yourself. I don't know, but honestly I'm just getting a lot of like kind of self-harming energy, in a sense of like let yourself be for sake, like let yourself be, dude. Like, why are you punishing yourself so much? I'm just getting like this mental breakdown type of energy, like being all over the place and wanting to do this but also wanting to do this, and then it just feels like you're impatient. It feels like you're very desperate about something, to do something correctly. I'm getting like this very toxic productivity mindset. I'm kind of getting a feeling that you Capricorns really like to be productive, and in this case, this is just like the more worst aspect of yourself, where you're bashing yourself for literally anything you do because you want to be perfect at it. But yeah, I'm just getting very bad energy here, okay? Okay, bad energy in a sense that comparison, jealousy. I feel like you're seeing those people on Instagram and they're like doing it perfectly, and when you do, it seems like they're doing it perfectly, and then you're doing it and then you're bashing yourself for not doing it as good as the people show it on Instagram or somewhere else, and instead of focusing on doing something for the purpose of doing it, which is, for example, exercise to get healthy. But no, you decide you're gonna bash yourself today for exercising, just because you didn't do exactly as they showed on video, or just because you forgot to do a picture and post it on Instagram in the mirror, while you're exercising. Whatever. you know, like that's the type of I'm getting, you know, like you're totally killing the purpose of why you were doing something in this month. And you're comparing yourself too much to others, or what is your expectations of doing something. So yeah, Capricorn, that's what I'm getting here. Let's see what else we have. We have Temperance reversed again, Capricorn. Again, desperation, like impatience, you know, being all over the place, basically. Just the fact that your intentions don't fit your actions, you know, like this is crazy. Like I'm saying, you're going to spa to relax, and then in the spa you're bashing yourself over not forgetting to get a specific massage, or forgetting to do a photo for Instagram, or bashing yourself for not resting as you were supposed to, or whatever. You just as I'm saying, your intentions don't match your actions in this month, and that's what's killing the purpose of it, you know. So relax and focus on the intention instead of how you expect it to be, or you want it to turn out, or just focus on what's the priority in what you're doing right now, the intention behind it. We have 8 of Cups, okay, leaving something, okay, like giving up, okay. I'm getting here kind of like being mad at yourself, being like, oh, I cannot do it, oh, I'm not worth it, this is not me, not for me, sorry, this is not for me, this is, I give up on this is just too annoying, too irritating. Yeah, I'm getting kind of like giving up vibes. This is not for me, yada yada yada. It's like you're doing so many things, and each one of them you're bashing yourself to the point where you give up on it. It's like you're literally sabotaging yourself. Like you're being inspired to do something for a specific purpose or intention. When you start doing it, and then because of all the self-sabotage, you just drop it in like whatever, you know? Scratch it, you know? Freak it. Like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, because of this whole self-judgment and criticism and this bashing of yourself and comparing of yourself you have within yourself, you're like being mad and nah, I'm not doing this, is not for me. No, this is maybe for you, but if you're gonna bash yourself through the whole process and criticize yourself, of course it's not gonna work for you, you know. If instead of exercising to be healthy, you're getting annoyed because you didn't do exactly the amount of exercise it was in the video, of course it's not gonna be for you. Everyone would get mad in this kind of mindset, you know. So I would say, like, review your priorities while doing something, and suddenly things might become way easier than you thought. Okay, so think about this mindset, okay? Aren't you doing that by accident, by any chance? Now let's get an advice. What should be the focus for Capricorn this month? And we have Sanctuary. Capricorn, we have Sanctuary. Let me read you what that means. Okay, Capricorn. For some, the first experience of communion, celebration, and sanctuary begins in the safety and security of a family home. But as we grow, our perception of sanctuary evolves according to how we relate to the world and its very quickening pace. In contrast to seeking escape, the renewing balm of sanctuary helps us find sustenance and rejuvenate from within, while allowing us to be in the present moment. Your personal idea of sanctuary may manifest in the form of a special place, your spiritual beliefs, of an inner refuge of prayer and meditation. Whatever your preference, the appearance of this card speaks to its relevance of your life at this moment. Cultivate a little distance from an issue by nourishing your spiritual resources in the safety of your private oasis. Viewing life from a renewed sense of perspective will help you arrive at more attuned choices for the future. Yeah, so interpret it as you will, but yeah, summing it up, I just feel like you're coming to from a wrong place to start doing things, from a wrong intentions or wrong, wrong mindset, basically, because you're being called to do something, to act on something, and then you're coming with a completely wrong mindset and bashing yourself and perfectionism within it, or comparing yourself, and it just turns into something of a self-sabotage and self-punishment, but you're doing to yourself through that activity. There's too much self-criticism, there's too much comparing yourself, there's too much perfectionism going on. Try to do things for the sake of doing them, not for the sake of being perfect at them, or for the sake of them turning out the way you expect them to. Just do this. Just do the things you're supposed to do without having to think about them, how you do them, or the way they're supposed to turn out, the result of them, okay? So that's all I have for you, Capricorn. I hope it was helpful. I hope it brought some clarity. If that wasn't all that you're experiencing right now, maybe try to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. And yeah, if there's nothing more than I would love than for you to let me know in the comments down below how is your month going and how did you like the reading. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see my next one. Bye bye. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your monthly reading for the month of February. So let's see what's going on for you. Let's see what is what was happening, what is happening, what will be happening for Aquarius. We have the Emperor, okay, being more in your masculine energy, feeling kind of in power, kind of stable, safe. Next we have the Nine of Wands reversed, okay. Honestly, it feels like you're putting out too much on yourself. I feel like you're taking responsibility of too many things and it's being way too overwhelming. It just feels very overwhelming. It feels like you have to take care of way too many things at once and take responsibility. It just feels like you took way too much upon yourself out of your own choice. You know what I mean, Aquarius? Ooh. Okay. And we have a Six of Cups and the Nine of Swords. Okay, Aquarius, it feels to me that out of your own choice, you kind of took too much responsibility of yourself. I feel like some of you are getting into adulthood also. Either way, it just feels like there's too much things on your head and you're kind of like being nostalgic about the, better times and being kind of careless and carefree. And I feel like it makes you kind of depressed because you miss the times where things were easy. Maybe you wanted to go on holidays, maybe you need a break. But either way, there's this very big need for taking a holiday, taking a break from your current activities, for your current responsibilities. And I do really would like to convince you to actually take a break. Not necessarily holidays, but you know what? If you take one evening off to go drink some hot cocoa, and watch some YouTube or read a book, it will not be the end of the world, Like, it will not be the end of the world if you will spend this one evening just relaxing, taking this, glass of wine and watching a movie, or making yourself some popcorn and or going out on a walk, like 20 minutes. What is that 20 minutes really? Like, I feel like we all kind of get sometimes in this obsessive mind where we have to do something, we have so many things to do, But that doesn't change the fact that this 20 minutes of taking a rest or this one evening will not, you know, be the most of a tragedy in the world. You know, it's just an hour, it's just 2 hours or something that you could take for yourself. So I would really invite you to take that break for yourself, especially if you're being so overwhelmed, because that card tells me here, Aquarius, that you are being overwhelmed and you are putting way too much on yourself that you can actually take. Okay, so what I can tell you to make you feel better right now is that, you know, what you're going on right now is not something realistic. Okay, no one can go on daily basis having so much responsibilities and things to do and expect themselves to function normally. So you know what, this will not be the end of the world if you will take even a little bit of a break, you know, and give it to yourself. Okay, you know, so I really invite you to take that break and stop being this, oh, I have to do this and that, and I'm a man, you know, and even if you're a woman. But this mindset of, oh, I'm a man, I have to do this and that, and there's no time to, like, you know, waste for crying about it or whatever. This is toxic mindset, honestly. Like cut it off, okay? Give yourself some break, okay? It's not the end of the world. Just give yourself this gift, okay? Spoil yourself a little bit. I feel like you're kind of like, it's not even that you're forced to take this responsibility over things. It's just something you choose for yourself and you're kind of challenging yourself. Okay, but it's not realistic, okay? And I see it makes you depressed, it makes you worried, it makes you overthink stuff, it makes you anxious. So at the end of the day, it's not worth it. Go spoil yourself. Go and give yourself that gift to you know, rest. Give yourself some treasure in life, something to enjoy. You know, life is not all about responsibilities and having to do stuff. I know how it is, you know, sometimes it just seems like the world is gonna fall on your head if you don't do something right now in this moment, but truth is it won't, okay? It won't. So go out, you know, buy yourself this one little thing to make yourself feel better. Go out for this drink, you know, for this hot cocoa, or go watch this movie tonight. This is not the end of the world. So remember, treat yourself, spoil yourself when you need it. No one is this emperor that has everything under control and has to take care of everything right now, okay? Especially that you cannot take it, and I feel like your health, it's not gonna be good if you're gonna like keep taking all those responsibilities of yourself. So you might see, for example, feeling tired, exhausted, or having some more or less bigger health issues, and that's because you're overwhelming yourself, honestly. If you have insomnia, it might also be because of that, you know. You might be overthinking it, you might be anxious about it way too much, you know. And the more you go into this spiral of overthinking and of thinking, I have to do this and that, and in this stress, the more hard it will be later to kind of get rid of it and start functioning normally without being obsessed over things. So I would say get over it as fast as possible, honestly. So yeah, let's see what is the underneath thing going on. What's going on with you underneath, Aquarius? Okay, and we have a Chariot. Okay, there's something new. I guess this Emperor thing, this new responsibilities come with certain direction you took. It comes with a certain decision you made. It might have to do with productivity. Maybe you wanted to challenge yourself and you decided, oh, from today on, I'm doing this and that. I'm waking up at this hour, I'm eating breakfast, when I'm going to exercise, when I'm going to study, or when I'm gonna read, or when I'm gonna do this and that, and then this and then that, and then I'm gonna go to sleep at 8 p.m., you know, after you know, and then I'm gonna get another 8 hours of sleep, and then wake up and do this again. And that's not realistic. That's a toxic productivity here, Aquarius. So honestly, if you're expecting that of yourself, you're being totally unrealistic, okay? As much as being productive is cool, if that means you're messing up your sleep schedule by being stressed, if that means you have to be stressed all the time, if that means you're being anxious all the time, if that means you have to get depressed over this, or sad, or question your worth if you're not doing something correctly, I feel like honestly there's too much pride in this, okay? That's what I'm getting from beginning of a reading. I feel like you created certain sense of pride within doing this and taking those responsibilities on yourself, but that's not okay. That's not okay. This doesn't look good for me, okay? It doesn't seem healthy for me, and this pride shouldn't keep you from you know, getting sleepless nights and stress and all of this, you know. So I would say that's not the healthiest mindset. We can be healthy, we can be productive and still be healthy and treat ourselves well at it, and have rest, okay? Because part of productivity is rest, okay? So honestly, chill out. If you have something to do, not everything has to be done in one day. Try to like schedule around, or in Monday I'm gonna do this, and in Tuesday I'm gonna do this, instead of I have to all the stuff to do today and I have to do them today. No, like that's toxic. That's toxic. That's toxic, babes. Okay, what else is going on? Okay, we have High Priestess. Alright. What else is going on for Aquarius? Okay. And we have Strength reverse, okay? There's a lot of lack of confidence, in a sense, not lack of confidence, this kind of tells me about kind of trying to show off. That's why I'm getting this element of pride here. It's like you're trying to show something off, either for someone, you know, you're trying to show someone, oh, I can do it, you know, I am capable of doing this and that. But this is kind of a toxic way to do it, you know. It's kind of like you're yeah, as I'm saying, it's kind of like showing off and pride thing, you know, where you're trying to show something off. As I'm getting a thing that maybe you're trying to take some responsibilities on yourself for someone, you're trying to give something to someone, and you just took too much responsibility on yourself in order to satisfy someone, and this isn't healthy, you know. It feels like you took, it's cool to help someone, but as long as it is still within your range of possibility on daily basis. Because if you're just taking something upon yourself without actually being able to comply with it, to actually function while helping someone out, this is not functional and it's not good for you, okay? So whatever this pride thing, showing off thing going on here, trying to prove something to someone, or you know, be strong enough, like this is not working out here, okay? This is not healthy. So Aquarius, I would suggest you to take as much on yourself as you are capable of, while being able to still rest and function on a daily basis, you know. What's going on here is not healthy for your mental health, or for your even physical health. So you have to let go of this mentality of, oh, I'm a man, I am able to do it, and I will not cry about it and stuff like this. This is not healthy. Listen to your intuition and live intentionally and intuitively in your daily basis, okay? You have to be good to yourself. You have to function properly on a daily basis. Let's see, what's the advice for Aquarius? Perception, okay? Let me read that for you. Okay, here we go. Aquarius perception. This card highlights the skill of perception, which encompasses the realm of intuition and extrasensory perception. It is at work while diving within these oracle cards, or indeed any system of divination. While the perception card invites you to be open to its gifts, realize that, like the actress, it has equal power to delude as it does to facilitate clear thinking. Residue from past experiences, the roles we currently play, and our desires and goals for the future can all color the way we perceive. By being mindful of those potential influences, we can be free from their limitations. Stand back from the play of life as part of the audience to not only enjoy a better view, but to gain a greater appreciation of the storyline. Okay, so basically I would advise you to be more objective about what you're doing right now, why you're having all those responsibilities right now, why you took it upon yourself, okay? Why all of this is occurring right now, why you choose to, you know, have sleepless night and have stress rather than just let go of this pride and this responsibility you took upon yourself. You know, I feel like you have to look more within yourself and reflect on why this is going on right now in your life. Maybe you have to realize that this is not something that necessarily was put up on you, but maybe it's something that you took upon yourself. You know, and why did you took it upon yourself? Why did you choose that direction in your life right now? You know, that's what I would say, Aquarius. Either way, I hope this was helpful for you. I hope it brought you clarity. Let me know in the comments down below how do you feel about this and how is your month going. And I thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. So thank you so much for watching, and bye bye. Hey Pisces, how is your month going? I hope everything is okay. So let's see what was going on, what's this going on, and what will be going on this month. So general energy, let's go. Pisces for the month of February. What's going on with you? Pisces for the month of February. What's going on with you? We have a Fool, okay? We have new beginnings, taking risks, I'm getting, being kind of childish and choosing to go easy on yourself and the life. Kind of chilling out, having some peace. Let's see, what else for Pisces in the month of February? What are we getting here? We have the Eight of Pentacles, okay? So working on something new, taking a risk, having this like pure intention. I'm getting creativity. I'm getting like a very nice vibe, you know, of taking things chill, being in this flow of working on something nice and creative. Not necessarily something that will bring you material result, but something that just makes you inspired, makes you feel like a child. It's just something about this project, you know, that you feel so chill and so like childish and so open. It's like everything suddenly in this month is like, it's just like you seem so carefree, Pisces, and you just do whatever you want. It's just like you're so in flow with this energy. You just do this and that, and everything seems so peaceful, and you're willing to like start those new things, and you're so like coming into them with such a curiosity and excitement. And I'm just getting like this very nice energy of being in flow, you know, and working on something peacefully. You know, you're taking that risk to actually do something, you know. Okay, but we're actually getting also the Nine of Swords reversed. Okay. What is this about, Pisces? Let's get more clarification. I will ask for one more card of clarification for Pisces. Oh, and we have two. Alright. We have the King of Cups and King of Wands reversed, okay? So there's something about your feelings, there's something about the sadness and depression here going on. That has to do with you managing your emotions and acting on them. It feels like your emotions are intact, like you know what you want, you can manage them properly, but it feels like you cannot act on them, okay? There's something about your feelings that you want to act on, but you cannot for some reason. There's like this, there's a lot of, you know, it feels like you want to express yourself emotionally and act on it, but there's just too much of a self-judgment going on that is blocking you, and that's why you're being so depressed, because because it might be related to this new thing that you want to do. There might be some kind of like childish in a good way inspiration to do something. Okay, you might have this big inspiration. I'm sorry if you can hear the rain outside, but in my opinion it's very calming as well. But generally you're just having like this very big energy of wanting to start something new, and you wanting to act on something. Something that will make you very happy, because I'm getting so much happiness from this, like just I know it's just a card, but when I'm doing this reading right now, I'm feeling so much positiveness from it, like so much like happiness from doing it. It just feels like it's something that would make you really happy. It's something that makes you very, very engaged. Okay, my phone is running out of battery, but that's okay because you're the last zodiac sign I'm making. So what I'm getting here is there's something you really want to act on, you really want to do. There's such an opportunity you have right now, and this is related strictly or a lot to your kind of inner child, you know, something that will make you really happy to make it, or something related with taking a big step and risk and actually doing something you really want to do. But I feel like why you're being depressed and really upset right now at this period of time is because even though you feel a lot of connection, a lot of emotional connection into doing this thing and taking this risk and starting something new, there's just so much self-judgment and criticism right now about it in your life that it makes you just so upset because there's something you really, really, really want to do that is related to your feelings and expression, but because there's so much judgment, you just cannot act on it. You know, it might be either judgment from you or from people around you or from society, but because of this criticism and judgment you're getting, it might be even that you're doing this thing, you know, but you're being criticized for it. For example, you're doing something very nice and something that makes you really happy, but people are like, that's so childish, that's so ugly, you know, why are you doing this, why are you wasting your time on this, yada 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 yada, you know, blah 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 blah. Basically society and people, blah 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 blah, you know. and this is making you very depressed, this is making you feel miserable because you're so happy doing it, you're so happy, you're so ready to literally like be like all into it and investing yourself in this project, but this your brain's going like yana 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 yana, or people around you, and it's just replacing your brain yana 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 yana, and all you can do is hear it, and when you're going to sleep you hear it, and when you're doing the thing you hear it, and it stops you from enjoying it, and it's so upsetting and so irritating, and I totally get that, Pisces. Like what is the problem, right? As long as it makes you happy. But it just seems like it's really stopping you from acting on it, or it stops you from enjoying this thing, this new thing you want to act on or you want to do, right? Okay, what's going on with Lynn? Okay, we have Five of Pentacles. Okay, you don't know what to do. Okay, you don't know how to find your place, Pisces. It feels like you're really, really lost right now because there's like these two things tearing you apart right now. This new thing you're really excited and you want to take a risk on, but on the other side there's this very, very loud judgment. Okay, it just feels like you're lost, like you don't know where to go. Okay, like you don't know what to do or how to proceed with this. It's like you're being teared apart, Pisces. What is going on within? Yes, exactly. The love in reverse is just something so unconventional. It's just something so controversial about it, you know? It's like a forbidden love type of thing, okay? You just really want to do it and you're really drawn to it, but like there's so much judgment around it, okay? It just seems that you cannot get over this criticism you're getting about it, even with your head or around you, and you're working on it so hard and you want to work in it so hard, but come on, it just makes me happy just looking at this energy here with you being so happy, being engaged into this new idea or project or this thing you're working on, you know, and there's so much emotional fulfillment within this thing, and it's beautiful. Honestly, it's very beautiful. I'm getting this amazing exploration, childish energy, like this very good childish energy, you know, like the inner child energy of taking this big jump and being like, yeah, I'm going because that's what I want, you know. There's like this big jump between you and this thing, and you're like, yeah, I'm jumping, you know. But when people or the judgment is like, yada yada yada, don't do it. Look at this big jump, blah 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 blah. Like for what? And then you feel lost. You're like, do I jump or not? Do I jump or not? Do I jump or not? The star, manifestation. Yes, hope. Babes, yes, please have hope, please. Focus on what you want, not on what you don't want, basically, you know, like, I don't generally think there's anything wrong with what you're trying to do, other than the fact that it's just controversial and like not you know, like common. But that doesn't mean it's bad. That's what I'm getting. Like, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, what is the problem, you know? Like, there's no problem. Anyway, just it just feels like you're being separated from something you love so much. Like, and I feel like it's something very new that you just discovered, and you're like, wow, I want to do it. I want to do it right now. And you're like all about to jump in there. And it's literally like a feeling of forbidden love. But honestly, I feel like it mostly has to do with like social judgment and you criticizing your seventh side because you don't know what to do and if it's the right thing to do it socially wise, you know. But let's see what's the advice for you, Pisces. What's the advice for Pisces for February? Let's get some advice for Pisces. Some good advice for Pisces. What's a good advice for Pisces in the month of February? Let's get it. Let's get the advice for Pisces. Let's get something good. Pisces, okay. Pisces for February. First I wanna pop out. Pisces for February. And when we pop, it's a lot of them. Didn't I say so? That's a lot. Okay, let's try that again. What's the advice? What should Pisces focus on in February? That's not the right question we're asking. What should Pisces focus on in February? What should be the energy? What should be the focus, okay? This is extremely weird. It's not popping off. Oh, finally we got something. Reflection, okay? We got reflection, Pisces. Let's see. Let me read you. Reflection. The presence of this card invites you to step out of the realm of reaction and into the realm of reflection. Take a full view of your life as a whole. Witness how patterns emerge and how God has guided you. By reviewing past mistakes, you can gain clarity to why something did not work and evaluate whether change might be appropriate. Reflection is a vital component of our learning process and facilitates expanded awareness of our position and purpose in life. It requires focus, and focus requires that wisely invest in making time for the transformational power and of reflection. Okay. Pisces. So I feel like also this might have to do with some kind of past mistakes or past related happenings. But either way, I'm just having here a lot of the sense of being really, really upset about something, really very also I feel like you're also worrying too much about what people will think about this thing. That's what I'm thinking, honestly, Pisces. I feel like you're being lost because you're scared of judgment and scared of the world and what everyone will think about it, honestly. So I feel, Pisces, with that, I'm getting maybe you have to reflect why you feel that way, okay? You have to reflect, is it really that people will judge you, or do you just think people will judge you? I feel like you're right now experiencing such a trouble because because you're having this delusion in your mind that world judges you and that you cannot act or anything, and that is kind of forbidden, you know. But I would just say focus on your manifestation instead of thinking, you know, what will people think, you know, what will happen, yada yada yada, you know. And just do your thing. There's so much people in the world that just do their thing, you know, and they don't care about what people think, and there are some really freaky stuff people do, you know, and they don't care, you know, they just do their thing, you know, and they have admirers, you know, and they don't care. So I would say, Pisces, don't worry about what people will think, don't judge yourself either, and just go with what you love, because what I'm saying here is that there's something you really love, you know, there's something you really enjoy doing, and it's worth exploring, and it's worth investing into, and it's worth taking a risk if it makes you so happy. If you're so happy as what I'm getting from this channeling today, then I think like this is above worth investing into, even if it will cost you, you know, some criticism. But Pisces, I feel like this is something that really makes you happy, and it's something worth putting your intention and hope and interest and inspiration into, because it seems like a very beautiful thing from what I get. I just think you have to manage your emotions better when it comes to think, and stop criticizing yourself so much and what you're doing. And I feel like as long as it makes you happy, this is your place on earth, and you don't have to find anything else, okay? You have to also get out of your comfort zone. This is a big risk to take, but taking this step out of your comfort zone and taking this huge jump into this thing you love, even though it might be controversial in your opinion or in your point of view, because it doesn't mean it actually is, it just might be the way you feel about it, or the way you criticize yourself, okay? Because I feel like you're sabotaging your way too much. It might be true for some of you, it might be that you're sabotaging yourself. For some of you, it might be just that you're judged by society. It depends on all of you, because this is a collective reading. So some of you might be judged by society, by people around you, but some of you might just be self-sabotaging yourself. So reflect on what is the case for you, and definitely manifest it in the best outcome possible for yourself. So Pisces, I hope this reading was helpful for you. I hope it brought you some clarity. And I would love nothing more than to hear from you in the comments down below. I would love to hear how is your month going, and if the reading was helpful for you. If it wasn't, then I invite you to check out also your moon and rising signs, depending on what you resonate more in this month. But regardless, thank you so much for watching, and thank you everyone for watching this video today, and I wish you all the very best till the rest of the month. And please let me know in the comments down below, what do you think, how do you feel this month, because I love reading your comments and hearing from you. So I hope to see you all in my next video, and I'm very happy to be recording again a video for you. So I wish you the best and lots of love, and bye bye.